fixed?
I can talk. The question is if you can hear me.
Yeah, okay.
I'll
Is he
assume you
fixed?
can hear me.
Yeah.
I
He's
don't
always
know.
been fixed for me.
Yeah, Spoly's
It's
fixed.
just Dyabie is always trash.
Actually, give me
I mean, that's not even talking about his mic. That's just him.
Yeah,
Ooh.
not wrong.
give me like 10 minutes and
Oh, I'm sorry. This is a
we can
virtual
start.
world. That doesn't mean anything to me.
Also, Hakku is very strong.
Oh yeah?
It
Take
inflicts
several
psychic
punches
damage.
in the face from a little girl. No problem.
Oriented.
It's,
Are you turning into right now?
Ah, there we go.
You got no eyes. You're
Punches are
attacking with
weak, broken
disadvantage.
neck.
Oh, yeah, that's the one with the broken neck. Yeah, I got eyes, but my neck is like. Oh my god, this is such a broken avatar. Ah.
Hello.
Ah! Oh, oops.
Did you get food too? Or no?
Huh?
Did you
Huh?
get food too?
No.
Yeah, no, he doesn't feed her.
Oh.
She's got a bowl next to Toby's.
What the frick?
Of course she gets food.
No, but like, I was meant like at the same time.
Oh, what?
Never mind.
I'm
I assume it's
He's asking
Toaster's
if
getting his food,
you're
right?
getting food delivered as well from his.
Yeah. But I guess Toaster is just getting it delivered. Like just Toaster. He's going to get his food.
Oh
right
wait,
now, right?
she can't hear me, huh? She has me muted.
Probably. What do you
No,
want to say?
I just listened to your
Oh.
garbage voice.
Oh, really?
I'm like, did you not hear
Yeah.
what Evanor just said?
He sounded like a Murloc. What?
Oh, am I screwed too?
He said,
No,
he
it's
said that
you
he,
just went-
that he doesn't
just
feed you. You
froze
got a
it.
bowl next to Toby's.
Yeah,
It's like he
I
just
heard
glazed
it.
right
I'm
over it.
ignoring him because he's an ass.
What would
Well,
I
I say anything and I get fucking thrown under like a million buses.
Aw.
Yeah.
3.
That's not fair. These guys hate
Okay.
me.
So
No,
let's
I'm almost
let's
dead.
go ahead and get started. I'm gonna
I mean, Ren likes everybody when they're almost dead.
True.
let me just
Thing is, what
open
if
up.
Ren dies? Ren's gonna be happy to die because then they're gonna be like, for you, my god. And then
They
they'll die.
just they said they were super busy and running a little late, but the guy's on his way apparently.
Wait, it's still here? Oh, heck.
I don't know. Okay. So I think I fixed the notification issue on the. That's them apparently.
Wait, what? What was the notification issue?
30
Oh, for
fucking
the stream?
minutes late.
Okay.
Yeah, because he was getting the Hadoop for people talking in chat like way late.
Uh.
No, it was mine. He's ugly. What do they even look
It'd
like?
be
They
cool
look
to have a
like-
cable avatar.
It looks pretty sick.
I was just thinking about that since Spoly's got a half robot arm.
Yeah. I don't know how much Hemo costs to commission, but you should get Hemo to make it.
Yeah,
He's
Hemo's
good
really.
at robot arms.
Hemo doesn't charge that much actually.
Really?
He does it for the fun of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I gotta
Oh,
remember.
yeah,
I wonder
you
if
have
he'll make
robot
me,
arm.
I wonder if he'll make me an avatar of Kraken Luca from the fucking video that came out, the Cutie Angels video.
I don't know
It's-
what video
it's-
you're talking about.
It's all the Vocaloids as
Cutie
wrestlers.
What?
like
I
Japanese
don't
wrestling.
like that. I don't like that. That doesn't
It's
sound
such a
nice.
cool. It's such a cool music video though, and Luca's wrestler name is Kraken Luca, and it looks so fucking cool.
Is it a bunch of anime girls wrestling? Is that what that is?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, if
Alright,
you
hold
did
on, I
want
can-
to ask him out to make a model, if I understood right, he has a lot of commissions right now.
Oh,
So he might
Mm.
be a bit busy at the moment.
he's a busy boy.
It's fine. I
Makes
won't
sense.
worry about it. It's not like I'm playing cable here, so.
I think it's this one. I might be. Yeah, it's this one. I just
And I
linked it.
don't.
Who dat?
I don't play VRChat outside of this game.
Like the Nico and the Rin are really cute, but I really like Kraken Luca.
Is this the video? Did you just post it?
Yeah,
Got badooked.
it just came out like not even a week ago.
It's funny. I got recommended this video.
It's such a good video. Oh my god. And it's a bunch of like wrestling tropes. I used to be really into wrestling. Kraken, look, I look so sick. They like shout out their like special moves, and it's really cool. I'm watching the video.
Okay.
You all got food?
Yes, it arrived.
Is it cold?
No, it's not cold.
Okay, good.
That's okay. We'll play a little
I
bit.
like
in
the music, but that's a really weird video.
It will be by the time we eat it.
Also, the lyrics of the song are kind of like very, very specific to that video.
What video are you
It's, like,
talking
it's,
about?
like, it's got a lot of like wrestling tropes that I used to like watch a lot of wrestling, so I really like it.
I thought it was just
Like
like, a music video for a
WWF
song.
style.
And like the wrestling
Yeah.
didn't have anything to do with the actual music, but
I
the
used to
song's
watch it as
about
a
wrestling.
kid too.
Same.
I really like the part where fucking Luke just goes up to the announcer with this fucking shit-eating grin and is like, yeah, just throws the announcer at the opponent.
Yeah.
All right. So where we last left off. You guys.
We're going back to watch over Cable, right?
Right.
Yeah, Cable was
As he
going to go
pulls
take
the-
out the gas tank, and then somebody else stayed because I needed to regain health and
You, Hakku.
Yeah, it was me, me, Unit 69, and Drax that went gonna go down with him.
Am I allowed to short rest in sentry mode and like still like? Oh, actually, I don't need to short rest. I don't gain mana if I short rest, right? Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
I think you do
No,
actually.
6, right? Yeah.
Wait, really?
I think we.
If that's
I
the case,
think.
I short rest because I need mana. I need the mana.
I think I
I'm okay on
modified it.
health.
I modified it so that you get it back on short rest. So you.
All of it?
Yeah.
Alright, then I go with, and then I go into sentry mode and short rest, right next to the tractor.
All right.
Updating Windows.
So who's all going to the tractor with Cable?
Will, Unit 69, and Drax.
Yeah. Is it the tractor?
Drax has no spell slots, but he's got cantrips
He's got cantrips.
Yep. Well, I can go invisible.
and more health.
This is
than
like
a lot of people.
yeah. This is the team with like the most health after last
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
I didn't take any
also-
damage.
Yeah, I
Not to
didn't take any
mention
damage
the,
either. I don't think Drax took any damage. I think this is the full health crew. Everyone
Not to
else
mention
took all the
that
hits.
we have our Deus Ex Machina with us now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys have Brother Jonathan and Zesu with you now.
Brother Jonathan was hurt bad. I guess
Yeah.
Yasu can come down too. I don't think he was hurt at all.
No, I think he's fine.
And Zesu's over there.
Here we are.
All right, so.
I'm gonna roll hit dice so I can heal up, because I assume we only have time for a short rest.
I rolled half of mine last time and got full health, so.
Yeah, you guys.
Lucky.
So yeah, you guys. The people in this group, except for Unit 69, who you said you're just going to sentry mode, so you're not really doing anything besides standing there.
Yeah. Yeah.
If shit goes down, I assume he'll come out and start shooting.
Yeah. I'm still conscious, so.
So you guys, you, Cable, Zesu, all of you go back into the hole, which Cable is kind of standing at the top of, looking down at the tractor, which has kind of collapsed into this hole and is half buried essentially. And he says, "We're gonna have to dig this out, or at least we're gonna have to dig enough of it so I can get to it."
Well, we're not far from the rest of everyone, are we? It's only
No,
like
you're like you
yeah,
guys
like 50
like
feet or something away.
yeah, you guys. Well, it's a little further away, but yeah, you're not so far that you disappear from sight. Like they see
well,
they
I'll-
see you like standing up in the hole, and then you guys like if you jump down, then you obviously you can't
Yeah.
see. But Unit 69 standing at top.
Spoly crashed.
Yeah.
He's a message that he crashed.
Yeah. That.
He's still here.
Because I was gonna go ask Thelnier because he's got the shovel.
Oh heck.
Yeah, you can go get
Got
the
that
shovel.
shovel.
That's when he gets back.
you
That's assuming he'll let me have it.
Hey,
So bloody,
hey,
it's got, like,
hey,
some
Thelnier,
gore on it.
can I get your murder shovel?
Shovel. Why? You got someone to kill already? Jesus.
Murder
Yeah,
shovel.
they're.
Was the shovel just an item that he picked up?
No,
It's
it's
like
something.
improvised.
That's just an item he had.
Oh wait, really? It's like his thing? Oh.
Yeah, it is.
I thought it was an improvised weapon that he just randomly picked
Yeah,
up.
right there.
I mean,
Oh.
it is an improvised weapon, but
I'm back.
no, he didn't
But
just
he-
pick
he's
it up.
already had it.
He's had it.
Okay, gotcha.
He has a
Oh,
bunch of.
you
That was
shovel.
huge. You have so many things in your inventory.
He wants.
He bought a lot of things because he came late. All of us
We need
are
to
still
borrow
on
your
starting
shovel.
gear except Spoly.
We need to borrow your shovel.
I mean,
You
he
want
had
to
time
borrow the
shop. He
holy
was in the
shovel?
city.
Exactly.
Did you just say the
That's one of
holy
those.
shovel?
Yeah.
It's not a holy shovel.
Are you sure?
It will be the moment that you pick it up and use it with smite.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
some-
You want
some-
to smite with the shovel, but the smite doesn't work for whatever reason.
Oh.
Try to dig out the dirt even quicker.
Oh,
with
you know what?
smite.
I need to do this. I just realized I didn't do this.
And do what?
The stream has started.
Special
I
camera
just didn't put the
thing.
camera in.
Did you adjust the distance?
No, not yet.
You should,
okay.
because you take up 90% of the screen.
You got a big head. You do have a big head.
Wow.
No one
Hey,
can see
change,
Oh, sorry.
change to a lolly. Change to a lolly so people can see more.
I mean, can
Toaster.
you
Do-
just
do-
change it so that it's off to
do-
the side?
Do I have?
Yeah, no, you,
rather than-
it's very easy to change.
Do I have?
I mean, you've got a lolly, but it's not really stream appropriate. I don't think.
No, I don't think so
what?
either.
Huh?
No, it's not like nude or anything. It's like that, you know, like the oversized shirt one.
Yeah.
Oh.
Our DM has become a little girl. What happened?
Yeah, he's always a little girl when he talks to his Korean friends in what that Hawabon night or whatever.
Yeah. All right. So.
Being a lolly is like the key to getting in with Koreans. 100%.
All right.
Alright,
So
we're down there.
you grab
Do you take- do you
you
grab
grab
the shovel?
Thelnier's bloody spade.
Yep.
And
Does he
you.
let us have it?
Do you?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
As long as
Someone
you
double
There's
check.
no
what
reason to
you're
be
gonna use the
completely
shovel
protective
for, I
of a
guess.
shovel.
This is my shovel.
No, you can have my shovel. It's a holy shovel.
There are
Yeah, I
many
can
shovels
have
like it, but this one's mine.
Alright.
it.
So you grab it. You. I
So
mean.
I'll help dig out the thing.
Does anybody else have any kind of digging utensils?
Hands.
I can shoot the ground.
Well, you're in sentry mode, so.
I mean,
Yeah,
also,
yeah,
I
can't
also
do
have
anything,
a
never mind.
miner's pick if they want to use that. But I don't
You got
know.
so many
that's if
things,
they
dude.
encounter stone, I guess.
I only have one column. Of
He's-
items.
he's-
We got like 3. That's it. That's all I got.
Well,
Collect
Thelnier is
more
a
things.
miner.
Collect more
We
things.
never got
No.
the opportunity to buy stuff because our money doesn't work, and then I had to give
Yes.
my money to Cable. The only things I have are because I stole it from a freaking.
Well, I mean, you haven't really been looting any of the
double gun
Dultonians.
goblin.
True. We haven't been looting this game.
My character
I mean,
doesn't
Last game
like
we were all
loot.
about
Well,
looting.
what are they
Yeah,
gonna
I
have
can't.
on
Alright.
them? They're not gonna just carry around shovels.
Look, you
You might have
found
money,
a.
but
You
we
found
don't have
a.
money.
I can't.
You find a Dultonian ration. And it's got a chocolate bar in it. But
Sell
That
it.
doesn't do me any good.
Buy a shovel.
so I'll give you this bar for a shovel. So it does. It's gonna take you guys some time to excavate the tractor, especially since you've got a pick and a shovel between the 5 of you.
Yeah. And
but-
I'm in sentry
What,
mode, not
does
helping.
Cable have anything? He's got nothing.
He's got like
He's got his
tools.
hands.
He's got tools. He's got his tinker set.
Can his metal arm turn into a shovel?
No, unfortunately, he doesn't have a transforming metal arm. But that might
Oh.
change.
Maybe we should have them rig up a shovel arm for Unit 69.
I'm short resting right now. I'm sleeping and not helping.
Yeah,
I'm
he's got
safe for
nothing.
the future.
He's got like wrenches. He's got like wrenches and screwdrivers and other mechanical or tinker kind of tools,
Yeah.
but he doesn't have any like
Yep,
shovels.
All right, so it's just me shoveling and who's got the pickaxe? I don't think Drax is very
Yeah, Zesu
hard
will
labor minded.
will take the pickaxe.
No.
So you guys work
Unless you
at
have
it.
a spell that moves dirt. Cantrip or something. Yeah, prestidigitation. You can clean
Like,
the,
you can get clean
clean the
dirt.
tractor.
Use the pickaxe.
Do you have mold earth?
Oh, that's high level.
You
got nothing?
What's the one on- what's-
There's a cantrip version of moving the earth. but he doesn't have
What
I
it.
about
forgot what it's
minor
called.
illusion and just make it so it looks like the dirt's gone?
Cast fireball.
Look,
Burn away the dirt.
there's the gas tank all by itself, completely removed and full. We just gotta take
Oh,
that.
cool.
There we go.
So you guys excavate the tractor. It actually takes you beyond a short rest. It takes you several hours to get to it.
Oh, okay.
And
how
no one
long
else has
rest, then?
come back through.
No one's come back out.
Oh, sounds like they died.
Also,
Is everyone else resting right now? Like,
yeah, it's also not a long rest yet.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh.
No.
Well,
Okay,
Right
it's
now.
beyond
Can
a
I
short
roll
rest, but not
hit
quite a long. Yep.
yeah, I
well,
rolled hit
well,
dice
yeah. Do you
already.
guys short
You can
rest
roll
though?
hit dice.
But I thought you were over here with them with the shovel.
No, I just
No,
took
no,
the
no,
shovel
no.
off.
We took the shovel.
Okay, while this is all happening,
Like
Saru and Hakku, do you guys do anything? Do you just sit with the trucks because the villagers aren't in the trucks?
I mean,
Isn't
I
that
short
being
rested,
set
but I
Yeah, but you still have extra time. to
no,
do
I know,
stuff.
I know.
You've
I
got,
guess
you've
I
got
could
your
go
travel
in the-
friend you
could
can
go
talk
into
to.
town. He doesn't know where the inn is though, because he hasn't been in the town.
Yeah, same.
And if you go into the town, Saru might talk to people, so it's a bad idea.
I'm going into town.
Oh, frick.
Talk through his mouth.
Saru goes into town. Saru, you walk back into town during your short rest. I mean you could travel while you're short resting, that's fine. You just aren't doing anything that might negate your
Can't
short
do anything
rest.
strenuous.
So you go back into town, and you walk over to the inn, because I think you know where the inn is, right? Well, it's not that hard to find.
I didn't think I...
It's not that hard to find regardless. There's only one inn in the
It's
town.
the only inn.
But you do go in and you see the Dultonian cars that are parked within eyeshot of the inn, but there's nobody in them.
Yoink it. No, you
We
don't.
can-
that would end your short rest.
Wait
probably.
a second. Do I have? I don't think I do. Shame.
Siphon the gas.
I
If
think
I
we've
had
already,
If I had
We've already
proficiency with
established
lad
no one
vehicles.
else. yeah, I think we already established that no one else can drive a car.
I forgot. I get my characters confused.
Heck.
So they're like in a different, like they're parked in a different building other than the...
They're not parked in front of the
It's like
inn.
in the middle.
They're just kind of parked like off, like they're. So you remember how I told you that there's like that Bailey setup where there's like a big fort that's up on a hill, and there's a road that leads to it. They're kind of parked off onto the side of that road, but there's nothing. Well, not nothing. Sorry, there's nobody in the cars. There's nobody watching the cars.
Is there people still watching the fort?
There's no Dultonians that you can see.
Secret agent man.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, there's no people around, right? Like what
There,
time
there,
of day
there,
is it?
there are like people around. Like there's like an occasional person walking here and there, or somebody that like is wheelbarrowing something back and forth. But like they're just
There's
like
none of the
random.
race we don't like.
Yeah, there's no Dultonians that you can spot.
Can I see what's inside the car?
and
Maybe
the
there's
town
any goodies?
the town doesn't really have that much of a militia anyway. Yeah, you could look into the car. You take a
I'm
peek
gonna
in.
sneak. I need.
Okay.
Oh wait, am I just gonna straight?
No,
up
go
sneak
ahead.
or straight
Make
up
it stealth.
look, or-
Make it stealth. Make it
'cause I
stealth.
don't want anyone to know.
That's not a great
+6,
stealth
I
Yeah,
roll.
think?
everyone knows.
No, it's a +6.
All
Hold
of
on,
China
hold on.
knows that you're here.
So it's a 13.
13. Yeah, you kind of casually walk up, try not to draw suspicion to yourself, and you kind of like lean up against the door and you take a look in, and inside there you see in the back seat there are there are packs like a soldier's backpack or something like that. It's just kind of this like dark gray / green kind of canvas bag. It's almost like a sack that has straps on it.
Is this before
Hey, look,
cars had car
I
alarms?
found a backpack.
Yeah, I don't think car alarms existed yet.
Hey,
That was-
hey.
Even still, the military ones.
Your
Wait, what?
backpack?
Military
Well, I
don't
mean-
have
My
power
backpack.
lines.
Military. Oh, they don't.
It's a military vehicle.
Oh,
They got like contracts.
But I mean, it's got this like canvas like convertible top.
oh, you don't even have to break into
Yeah,
it.
it's
Okay,
just
gotcha.
it's not up.
Is it up or is it down?
Is there anything else in there, or is it
it's
just
up,
the
but
back?
you look in. That's all there is. There's no key in the ignition. But yeah, you just see they've. You just see these soldier sacks in the back.
Just try the
There's a
doors. They
shovel.
might be unlocked.
Oh yeah, I guess there is a spade on the side of it. Oh, it's like
Should I-
it's not a
What?
spade. It's a
Oh,
full
fuck,
on.
there is.
It's a full on shovel. So
Well,
Dude,
I'll
yoink
take
it.
I'll take the backpack and the shovel.
take the spare tire too.
I wish
Just for good measure.
It's just-
No, I got a better idea.
Wait, what?
What'd you say?
I got a better idea.
Are you back to?
I said I wish Hakku had gone into town. He would have stolen so many things.
Oh, well, I'm taking the backpack and the shovel. I don't have a problem stealing from the Dultonians.
Well, I
Yoink.
said that. I don't know. I don't know.
Also,
I said that
Yeah,
Hakku
'cause
could
it's a
go to
secret
town, but
secret
he
item
doesn't
then.
know where the town is. Well, I mean that's what I
Oh,
want
so
to do.
cut
You
the
could have
break
gone
on
with
this.
Saru.
Yeah, just go with her.
also when I take the
Just
backpack
follow.
and the shovel, I'll also
Okay,
let some air out of the
retroactively
tires using one of my
decided Hakku's
darts.
also
Wow.
gone.
Are you
It's just
anything
we're
lawful?
not allowed to leave Saru alone.
Lawful
I
neutral.
thought-
No, lawful good. I think. Yeah.
You're just gonna commit.
Well, then I- wait,
You're
no,
just like
hang on.
you're just like I'm gonna show them, and then you puncture their tire.
No, I'm
Yeah.
lawful. I think like lawful good is all about like fighting
but
evil,
I think
but like
that's lawful.
but not against not being sneaky or like
Lawful
not guerrilla warfare type stuff.
lawful just implies that
It's like
that you follow the laws or a code of conduct or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys are breaking
Secretly-
the
I
rules.
know it's fine.
So-
I'm just giving you grief over it. But yeah, you punch the tire, you take the shovel, and you get the bag.
No, and I'm punching like as many tires as I can because they have
Okay,
a spare.
you-
If I punch one, it's not gonna do nothing.
You deflate all 4 tires of this perfectly usable car.
And the spare.
does no one notice? Also, what did you do?
I said I am retroactively saying that Haku's also
Okay, you're watching Saru do this then.
Because we don't let Saru go
here.
alone.
Okay, Hakku has no
Sure.
problem with that.
Yeah.
He's chaotic neutral. And we don't know how to drive a car, so it's better they can't use it.
Oh, it's stuck too.
Okay, I guess I'll keep. Well, actually, now that we have like Dultonian items on us, we should probably go put them away. I'll go back to our
Do
little
I need
camp,
to roll
I
a
guess.
sneak?
What are you trying to do?
Sneak. Yes.
I mean, I guess I need the original sneak because we just vandalized the car.
Well, I mean, if you just watch Saru do it, you really don't have to roll sneak. But if you want to go up with him, then yes.
You're
I mean, I'm kind of interested in seeing what's up with the fort, but it's a fort that we know had Dultonians in it. Going solo's probably a bad idea.
Well, we killed a
Yeah.
few of them.
Also,
There might not be as
Yeah,
We
many.
killed
yeah.
many of
Right?
them. Huh?
I'm
I guess
at full
again?
health.
You're at full health. What were you?
Yeah, we gotta keep
Yeah,
it.
I'm-
sure rested.
I'm at decent health.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. You
Okay,
want to go?
I guess-
Do you want
I
to go
guess
look in
Hawk-
there?
While he's destroying government property, I'm going to sneak into a government building.
Okay, you're going into the fort.
Well,
That's a much better idea. Alright,
Hakku
here
is
we go.
almost as sneaky as
Oh,
I
I
am.
also
Oh,
rolled a
that's the same
7
roll
for
as him.
sneak.
that's not
Bullshite.
good.
I think you have a 5 instinct, don't you?
Yeah, but that's
No, I only have a 3.
Oh,
10.
that's even worse.
All right, so you're sneaking into the fort.
I am just trailing dirt everywhere.
All right, so you go up the
Oh,
hill
God.
while Saru's busy, enacting justice or something like that.
Something like that.
You go up the fort. There is one guy standing at the entrance. Like there are these fort gates, right, built into these large wooden walls that kind of surround this hill. But the gates are open. Every time anybody goes into town, they're always open. There is one guy like sitting at the gate, but he's not uniformed or anything. He doesn't appear to have any weapons. He does have like a long stick next to him, like a quarterstaff. But he
Is
is
he the race we don't like?
no. He looks like a townsperson.
Oh.
But he doesn't seem to be. He appears to be sleeping on the job.
Oh,
Okay.
That's a good idea. I like that.
Go.
That's
Go,
very lucky
go.
for you.
All right. You continue up. There is a large stone fort-like structure. It's kind of like a small keep almost. Like it's got like a large like tower, and then there is like a stone like battlement or building that connects to it. Probably only contains a couple of rooms in it. You go up. It appears the main entrance is through the main building and not through the tower. You go up to the door. There's nobody around. You can look through the windows. The windows are like they're barred up, but they're not like made of glass.
Do I see anybody inside through the windows?
You take a look inside, and it appears that the interior of this room seems to be repurposed into kind of like a front lobby area. There's a desk with a lady sitting behind it. There's another set of heavy wooden doors that lead to another room.
Is she Dultonian?
No, she is not Dultonian. She seems professionally dressed, but you can tell like it's not like super expensive clothing.
You
What are
just
the
walk in there
odds?
like you own the place.
I was gonna say, what are the odds of Hakku successfully wooing this lady so that he
I
can
don't
freely
know.
walk around?
Hakku's a handsome-looking man,
And you just go up and you're like, look at my
but
pecs.
are you a
Ugh."
bard?
What would I mean? Hakku.
Have you considered stealing her bacon?
Oh,
It's the proper way.
there's rumors of a bard who woos ladies by taking bacon.
No, he woos ladies to take bacon.
Yeah, it's the other way around.
I mean, Haku's kind of a straightforward man, so he's just gonna go up and say, "Hello, I am Hakku. What is this building? I'd like to know."
Oh, so you go in, you just open the door, and you kind of just casually walk in. The door is not locked at all. And the lady doesn't, like, she does take notice of your presence, because, I mean, you're this big buff man that just walked in the door, and as you ask that, she says, "Oh, this is,
Whoa.
this is the town hall."
Oh, it's town hall?
Is
Thought it was
she
like a secret
visibly
fort.
visibly enamored with his appearance?
Is she blushing right now?
No, she's not blushing. She's
Oh.
a little like weirded out by
Confused?
this like bare-chested man who just comes in.
That's not nice.
Is there something I can help you with?
Ask her to repopulate your people.
We need new monks.
She
You're
hasn't proven herself a strong enough warrior for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
true.
she-
What are your thoughts on repopulation?
No,
Hakku
species
just says-
conservation.
Okay, thank you. And he's just gonna like go off and start looking around all the rooms.
You're just gonna walk in the rooms.
All right, so you just you go in Well, there are only one set of doors that, besides at the lead out, that go into the next room, and it's the door next to her. And as you go and you try the doors are locked. And she says, "You can't go in there
Why not?
unless you have an appointment with the mayor."
I don't know who the mayor is. Can you get me appointment now with him?
Oh, why do you need to talk to him?
Hakku has no reason.
Do you say that?
Yeah, that's what Hakku says.
Well, I mean, there isn't a lot going on, but it would be pretty terrible if he just wasted his time with nonsense.
Hakku will not waste his time. Hakku knows many things, like your land sharks.
She actually takes a look at you and she says, "Actually, I don't think I've ever seen you before."
She's like, I would have recognized those muscles anyway.
Thank you for your time, Hakugo.
What about the mention of the land sharks?
Yeah. Does she react to
You
that?
name dropped the land sharks.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
land sharks? Okay.
Yeah, she's like, I know many things, like you have land sharks.
Oh, she...
Yeah, I was saying that I wouldn't waste the mayor's time because I know so many things. Hakku is a smart boy.
That
She...
sounds like a ridiculous sentence, though. Like, I know about the land sharks. If you don't know what land shark is, it's kind of like, what are you talking
well, that's
about?
it.
Yeah, she is a little hesitant, but she actually make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Persuade her.
I'm gonna
Make sure you
persuade her
flex.
so hard. What is
Flex.
my persuasion? -1.
Oh,
no.
Oh dear.
Oh
Go
boy.
for it. You got
20.
this, I believe in.
14. So
yeah.
13.
So
13.
she's a little hesitant, but she says, "All right, just sit over there, and I will get the mayor."
Okay, insight check. Is she actually going to get the mayor?
Yeah, go ahead, insight check.
She's calling the police.
What have you got for insight?
Your insight should be good because you're dead,
Zero?
right?
Zero.
No, zero.
Zero.
Wisdom.
Oh, it's
Zero.
wisdom.
So flat 12.
She is going to get somebody, that's for sure.
Okay, Haku's out of 5,000.
You're not sure who she's getting, but I mean, it's not like she's like blowing you off.
Well, I mean, she
I don't know.
said she was going to get the mayor. Would Hakku believe her?
It's true. It's true.
She just pulls a kid off the street. Here's my
Okay,
mayor.
I got a 12. Haku has no reason to really be that suspicious. He thinks his cover is perfectly fine.
Yes, because he's secret agent man.
He's gonna wait. He's gonna wait it out.
All right. So,
Through my vandalizing
I'm
of
sorry
this card,
that my
did I
dice rolls have failed you, Haku.
do I notice where Haku went when I was puncturing the tires?
yeah, you know where he was going because I think Hakku rolled a 7. So yeah, you saw Hakku go
He
up.
rolled pretty low on the stealth.
You've
Yeah,
at
I'm
this
failing my boy.
you've at this point deflated all the Dultonian tires.
Alright, I'm just kind of in my head like this stupid Dultonians. Now I'll go see where Haku went.
Okay, you
Okay,
go.
I'll just-
talk to anyone. Let
I'll just
Hakku do
walk
all
up.
the talking.
I don't know if that's been great either.
So yeah, she
No,
She-
Hakku's
better.
diplomacy has gotten us more places than Saru's.
turns around and she goes to open up the double doors,
I smiled at her. Does
and
that help?
and you see for a brief moment as the double doors open, there is like another kind of large stone room. It appears they tried to make it less intimidating looking by adding like bookshelves and stuff like that, but I mean, it just all it does is it makes the room look really weird. But you see a man sitting behind a desk. The doors close after her. And then shortly after, she comes back out and she says, "The mayor will see you now."
Oh,
There we go.
okay.
As you were going in, Saru appears. I assume, Saru, that you just walk past the guy who's sleeping on the job and you go straight to the door.
Yeah. He's
Alright.
sleeping. What is he gonna do?
Hate to be rude and disturb him.
Exactly.
So Saru
He's not a Dultonian.
Saru enters the room as you're being led into the mayor's office. She looks over at Saru and she says under her breath, "Oh no, more strange men."
And say, what's
I
going
I
on?
see
Where's-
Saru, right?
Yeah, you see.
So I'll tell her it's okay. It's my brother, Hakku's brother.
She looks at you two.
He helped fight land
Alright,
sharks.
Wait, what?
Hakku's
just
going
told
to
her
talk
about
to
the-
Mayor now, and then he's gonna go. He's just gonna go.
Oh,
Are you gonna take Saru with you?
I mean, Saru can follow.
I'll follow. I'm like, he's
Saru's
got a
got
good
an
point. We
appointment.
need
I think
to
Hakku's got an
tell the mayor about your land sharks. I'll
She-
just follow Hakku.
You keep mentioning land sharks, but she has no idea what you're talking about. So
The
she
man knows.
at first she is a little protestant, she tries to stop you from going in, but Hawk
Okay, can I get pastel backgrounds, flower petals all of a sudden?
Okay.
what are you, a fucking
I
Kame
mean,
Don?
Hakku's going to need this.
Yeah.
You just see
Okay.
you just see Haku as she's like, wait, he can't, and as she's kind of stammering on herself, fucking Haku goes up and just wall slams her, just hand on the wall, corners her.
Dude, that'd be so intimidating. If
You
Hakku-
ever heard about the shoulder touch? Hey.
You're this massive beast of a man, and she's like this, kind of just normal woman, but
As is most animu.
yeah, she only comes up to your chest, and now she is.
Oh no.
It is okay.
She is a little frightened, but not in full out scream mode.
Is she blushing?
Apparently not.
No. Oh,
I mean,
no.
all Hakku says is okay. Hakku will take care of your town. And then we're gonna go see the mayor.
Alright,
It's like caress her cheek. Hakku will take care of you.
Oh no, don't do that. Don't touch it.
No, they don't touch them during the Kabe Dawn.
Oh, see, I don't know.
It's all about getting right up there. you
Yeah,
know,
getting really
right
close.
inches away.
You need that temptation.
Alright,
No
Yeah.
actual touching.
so Haku attempts to
Did I successfully make her heart flutter? Come on now. I just said I'd
Did she
save her
doki
town.
doki?
I guess she's a little more frightened than she is
Come
in Wu.
on.
He
It'll happen. It'll happen. Don't worry.
All right, so
Go see the mayor.
you go see the mayor. So the both of you go in. The mayor's a little surprised to see two of you, as it appears he was not expecting two. And he kind of sits up in his desk. He's kind of this thin, lanky man. He doesn't look like he's old, but it definitely looks like stress is taking a toll on him. His hair's kind of thinning out. It's turning white.
Mhm,
And he says, "How
I
can
didn't know I was the man.
Oof.
How can I help? Or what can I do for you today? You said
Does he look like he's Daltonian?
no.
Oh my god.
Okay.
You gotta race check everyone, dude?
Is he Daltonian?
Check everyone.
Is he
Come on.
Daltonian? We gotta fight him.
Haku's
I'm
warriors
sorry.
Don't
solve,
talk about it.
solve town problem
You-
for you. We come to town, Haku think, huh, no food. Bad for Haku, wanted corn. So, check the soil. Ate the soil, soil's good. Check the water, ate the water, water's good. So maybe think, maybe town just have bad farmer. Haku checked for gophers, but no gophers. Ah! But instead, not regular gophers, big gophers. Go underneath, whole tunnel systems everywhere. That's what bad for town's crops.
And you
Oh. Yes, big gophers, land sharks. But
Wait,
don't worry.
Did you take one of the teeth of the land sharks?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
have a
took
bunch of
big
teeth.
land shark teeth.
Oh, you just showed the teeth.
I'm going to!
I'm
Come
sorry, I'm
on!
sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
But Haku and his warriors take care of land shark problem. See, many teeth. Also, you have Dultonian problem, but not anymore.
what? What do you mean we don't have a Daltonian problem anymore?
They got killed by land sharks. It's okay.
Oh no. Oh, and he kind of like at first he was like calm, but now like you could really see the stress like kind of in his face as you tell him that the Dultonians are dead.
Did you know? What they're trying to say is we found a bunch of land shark tunnels underneath the crops, which we assume that's why the crops weren't growing anymore. And yeah, some of the land
Haku
sharks.
said this
ate
already.
the-
Why
ate the
you
dul-
say again?
Just trying to calm him down. He doesn't look very well.
I appreciate that you found these land sharks and you got rid of them, but oh no, they were here to collect taxes, and if they're gone,
Does Hakku get the taxes?
oh, this isn't
Wait,
good
did
news.
you not know? Did you not know about what was going on with them?
What with what
Sorry, stop talking.
these
It
land
looks like
sharks?
it looked like they were raising a nest of them. We found a bunch with like eggs, just growing them underground, like probably under this building.
He kind of he like stops the thing for a moment and he says, I don't understand why they would do that. If they come here, they punish us for not producing enough food. Why would they, if they didn't want this town, why did they just, I don't understand.
I'm pretty sure they care more about their weapons. And I assumed they were going to use the land sharks, but it backfired on them.
They got.
I mean, you realize they're trying to take over the world.
Stop!
Uh,
Haku might have answer. Be right back. Haku is going to fucking dash out to the car and grab the what the fuck? The kobold, yes.
All right.
It's like a half hour back trip.
Not when
Saru
Haku
just,
was
like,
running
still
like
there.
the wind.
All right, there's
It's
like
gonna take a few minutes.
okay, you say hold on and then you run, which leaves Saru and the mayor alone.
Oh
Just
no.
awkwardly,
No,
like,
the big
He's
one.
already talked too much. Really bad.
he's got his his face in his hands and he says we have to go. I have to go find those bodies then.
It's not safe to go down there. We don't know if there's any land sharks left. All we know is that we took care of the ones that were.
I
eggs.
don't know how I'm gonna answer when they send another officer.
Well, tell them they got themselves killed by land sharks, so it's like.
I
it's not
mean,
even their
they
fault.
knew about it though. They were down there taking care of the eggs. I mean, if they were killed by their own land sharks, that's their own fault,
They-
right? I mean, they're not gonna blame
But
you.
they're
They-
Dultonians, they don't give a shit
they-
about that. They'll blame anyone.
They
Also, a lot of the bodies were burned, so.
they said So they
That's-
came-
Yeah, land sharks breathe fire, and you know that?
so they came and
It might be a little suspicious.
they demanded that we pay what we owe, and I told them that we haven't been able to grow anything. We've barely been able to feed ourselves. And she said she was gonna go and find out what was wrong, why. She was gonna go figure out why the crops weren't growing.
Oh,
So she was a good girl.
frick!
Not
we killed all our
anymore.
friends.
Wait, so she came to
Oh,
get
good
taxes.
girl,
You told her about the crop problem, and then she went to go look. How long has this crop problem been going on? Has it only been happening since the last time they were trying to collect?
It's I don't know, like 6 or 7 months now.
Hmm.
Why are they only just now checking for this though?
I don't know. They come, they collect taxes. She comes every month. She came this time. I told them we don't have anything, no money, no food, and so she was going to investigate the problem.
Hmm.
Hmm.
But if they're all dead, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Whoops. My bad.
I mean,
I
if
don't know
if
if
if, if, if the land sharks are the problem with the
Kill one of
crops,
them, though.
like, I mean that's one thing we could. If the crops we grow, we can
Occasionally go
always
further
start
than
paying
that.
the taxes. But I can't. I don't know how to explain dead Dultonian officers in our town. I mean, even if I tell them that these land sharks, whatever the hell that is, killed them, if I don't have bodies,
Hmm. I mean, you can show them the body of the land sharks. I'm pretty sure the Daltonians were probably eaten.
Yes, there are no
There
bodies.
might be
to
some
speak
in
of.
this.
but then I have to go down there. I have to go down there anyway. Oh, this is not good.
I mean, if you really want to go down there, me and Hakku can escort you. I just don't know what Hakku went to go do. I guess they had an idea of some sorts.
Is Hakku back with the kobold?
How long does it take to grab the cobalt and come back?
He's got step of the wind, so he's got like 120 feet or something. Don't you?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
takes
so
several
it should take
moments.
some time.
He says you'll give me a moment, and he picks up. He stands up and goes to go pick up like an old, like, one of those ancient rotary phones.
Oh, yeah, rotary
Don't
phone.
you also suddenly just have a bunch of backpacks and a shovel on you?
I have one
That was
backpack
his.
and a shovel on me.
Oh,
Those are
right.
mine.
Well, he's busy worrying about something else, and you see him.
Although they say property of Dultonian military.
He like dials a number, and now he's talking on this old rotary phone. He is keeping his voice low.
Can I listen in?
Yeah, make a perception check.
7.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
you don't hear what he says.
That is shit.
It's pretty brief too. He doesn't take very long to talk on the phone. And he kind of he just hangs
Calling
up.
his wife to see what's for dinner.
Yeah. Can you just wrap it up? I'm not going to be home tonight.
Oh, they were expecting such a nice
Aw.
meal together.
Yeah. So he kind of puts the phone down and he says, "Oh, what are you guys' name? I know the other one was Hakku."
Because he speaks in the third person.
you can call me Ken.
Ken?
Now I can use my second name.
Ken?
Yeah,
Ken,
no one calls me that though.
No one calls me Ken, but you can.
I appreciate I appreciate that you all have dealt with this land shark problem, whatever that is. And he looks at like the teeth that are on the table. I assume you left them there.
Sure, he can collect it later.
All right, so yeah, he kind of like looks at it, and it's like
Draw a picture of them.
I mean, they are in his journal. Hakku has to show his journal when he comes back.
All right, at this point, Hakku, you've grabbed the kobold.
And
And you brought him back. Like you just kind of like slam open the doors. You hear the secretary kind of like shriek. You go over. You go into the mayor's office, and you've got this kobold by its scruff. And he's like,
It's all cuddled up still.
"Let me go!"
I
Isn't
just
it,
like
in a sack, like in a little. It's like all like bundled up, right?
he's just like
Yeah.
cartoon bound up. I just like put him on. You tell Mayor what you did with tunnels.
He's like looking between the three of you, and he's like, "No, I don't want to.
Ah!
I told you
Hakku
everything."
forgot he don't speak common. English.
You just slap him.
He was speaking English though.
Yeah, he said, "I don't want to."
Yeah, he was.
Oh, all I heard was.
Yeah, that's what the dragons sound like.
I mean, sounds accurate for a kobold.
Wait, he doesn't speak English? Oh, that's right. Dragon translated.
He does speak common.
No, he does speak
Yeah.
English.
Oh!
Dragon just talked in dragon language to intimidate
Like,
her.
yeah.
You want be let go? You tell Mayor about tunnels.
Oh, don't be so mean to the little dragon friend.
Yes, I look for caves. I don't want to do this. Let me go. I told you everything already.
If you could tell him.
It's okay,
Hakku's
little
gonna
dragon
take
friend.
out
We'll
his
take
journal.
care of you.
Is it like a good cop, bad cop right now? Are you trying to
Because
like
he's
be
afraid the
really nice?
Dultonians are gonna kill him. So I'm like, it's okay, little dragon friend. The Dultonians can't get to you. I'll protect you.
What about the man?
The what?
Man.
Man, it's alright. We've taken care of lots of men before.
What man?
Sorry, don't say too much.
He lived here. He looked like him, except not ugly.
Whoa.
What?
He by the way, he's pointing at the mayor. He's pointing at the mayor, by the way.
Ugly?
He's pointing at the mayor, by the way.
He's pointing at the mayor. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
I thought, oh no, he's about to his next snack.
So wait, somebody that looks like the mayor put you up to this?
He kind of he
Not
nods.
ugly.
Does the mayor have any reaction to that? Does he have a twin brother?
No,
Well, it wouldn't be twin, it'd be just like a brother that's more attractive.
he looks visibly confused.
Like, do you have a brother of some sorts, mayor?
No.
A long lost brother.
Kobold, what
What?
you name?
He says something in Draconic.
Okay, Hakku's gonna do his best approximation of that.
All right.
I don't know. What is it?
I guess like when you go when he starts speaking Draconic and you like get visibly upset when he's starting to speak Draconic again. His name is
English.
English. His name is Redclaw.
Redclaw. Explain to Mayor, this person, why he hire you. Hakku promise That man not hurt you, cause Hakku bigger.
So he tells you about this man. He doesn't. It's become pretty obvious as he's trying to describe the man that he just kind of sees all people as the same.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, so he's racist.
he doesn't like. There's no like distinguish.
It's okay.
There was
Oh, we have a reason to be racist.
Oh yeah.
he
Racist.
he tells you he's scary. He always talking about guests.
Oh no.
I don't know that though, but
Yeah,
you ran
yeah,
into that guy.
I know, yeah.
What?
What guests?
I don't know. Fine cave for guests.
Fine what?
Cave.
Find cave for
Fine
guests.
cave.
Oh.
I think they were talking about the national. I don't know.
Are the land sharks the guests?
That's a weird way to refer to them.
No.
It's like,
No, they
these
were
are our
using the
guests.
land
Could be.
sharks to dig tunnels, I think, right?
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah, that's what he
the
said before.
Cobalt said.
Not that they were using the land sharks to make tunnels, just that they were tunnels being made by the
Find
land
tunnels.
sharks.
Oh, okay.
Tunnel sharks.
I tell you, no, you let me go. Let me go.
I mean, where are you gonna go if we let you go?
The man.
Far away.
But
You want work for Hakku? I can give him an ally dollar. Do we have coins in this? I think shiny coins would work better, but
He does not seem at all interested. We're working for you.
fine.
well, what if you join us? We can teach you how to fight.
No. I don't want to fight.
Do you know where man lives here?
He shakes his head.
Mm,
Wait,
well, so
Is he
he already
lying?
told the mayor about
Is
the
he
fact that he
lying?
was hired
Yeah,
to find the caves. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's plus 4, 14.
but the mayor
19.
doesn't seem to know. Like he doesn't seem. He's not sure what to make of it. And
So, I
he
mean,
says,
Someone talking
What do you
about
smoke?
I also show him my journal with the picture of the land shark, by the way. It's good drawing. Hakku drew.
he again, he's not quite sure how to make what to make of any of this, and he's just like, why is this all happening now, like here? I don't.
Hakku does not know, but Hakku
Why?
is trying best for your
Why?
village.
Who are these guests? Why caves? Why? And he says, you know what? I need some time to think about this.
Okay,
Leave
Hakku
your
will
phone number so you
investigate
can call him
caves
later.
more for you. We'll bring back bodies. Good?
He, yeah, he nods. Okay.
I mean, it's 3 bodies he can't bring back because they're kind of dust.
Well,
I mean, there were other people in the caves though, so I'm guessing there's gonna
Yeah.
be some remnants of them. At the very
Also,
least, we
and
can
maybe-
pull up a land shark body.
yeah, and like maybe cut it open, and then like look, there's Dultonians in there.
Yeah. What if we can find a Dultonian corpse and then just shove it into the mouth of the land shark? See,
You know,
land
like,
shark.
fabricate evidence.
Okay, so we're gonna head back out of town. We're gonna take the Cobalt with us.
he's pretty upset.
Why? I'm gonna let him go. I'm just gonna make him I'm gonna release him out in the forest like a fucking wild animal.
Here you go.
Yeah, you gotta take him away.
All right, so you
I just don't want him in the town.
all right, so you take him out You and
It's like one of
Saru,
those
unless
things where you release
Saru's
a
like,
bird and then like a hawk swoops down and eats it.
unless Saru's like, nah, I'm
The
gonna
land
stay
shark
here at the
descent.
mayor's office forever. This is my new home.
No, I'll go, but I
Saru,
want
go
to
check.
know.
I tell Saru to go check on the villagers to make sure that they're okay, and then meet me at the tunnel entrance.
All right, so you go do that.
Aw, okay then.
All right.
I'll do that. But I wanted a little
Don't
kobold
talk
friend
to
to
any of the
join us.
villagers.
Okay, so
And then if you hear someone talk about guests, harass the shit out of them. Okay.
Okay, I'll go check on the villagers.
you go back to the hole, with the kobold in tow. Sorry, you go to the inn.
I'm not going to the hole. I'm going. There was like forest out in the
Oh,
distance,
okay.
right?
You just go out to the forest then to go. Sorry, you go to the inn, and as you go into the inn, you see that there are people there. A lot of villagers, kind of just sitting in the main tavern area. And you look over and you see a man behind the counter, and he's got this kind of like their bags under his eyes. It looks like he hasn't slept. There again, stress looks like is getting to him.
Behind the counter, as in like the bartender kind of thing.
Yeah, because if you and it's just him too, by the way.
The girl's not there.
Does he look like the mayor?
No, he doesn't look like the mayor.
Okay, so he's not the guy.
The mayor is like the level of stress the mayor has looks like it's been over several years. This guy looks like it's just been happening to him.
Oh, he's all the villagers. Wait, I rolled insight on the kobold. He said something and I forgot what I was checking insight on.
I
You got a
don't-
19 on something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
an
asked you at
insight.
the time. I asked you what the roll was for, and then you didn't
It was an
answer.
insight roll on what the kobold said, but I forgot what he asked. Or what he said.
You should have sworn.
He said the guy, and then
What?
I don't remember.
You must have failed the
Man,
You
DC.
don't know his name.
Well, if
Mm,
you're
whatever. I
doing
guess
it
it's not that important.
if you're doing the check to see if he was lying, he wasn't.
Okay, so whatever he said was true. All right. I guess I'll just talk to the. I mean, I'll. Well,
Don't talk to anyone.
I'm bad.
Alright,
My
you-
freaking controllers are a lot of battery.
You go up to him, but you have as you go up to him, he doesn't initiate conversation with you. He kind of make an insight check.
That's
Yeah.
+4. I can't see it.
It's 17.
17.
So yeah, he is very obvious, distracted. He's spacing out. He's just
distracted,
He's just
okay.
obsessively cleaning the same glass. It's already been cleaned.
Jesus.
He's now
I
being
was asking,
scared.
are you all right?
Oh,
You
you good?
you seem to be distracted.
is there something you need? Are you here to get a room? I'm
No,
sorry, but
just-
but there are no more rooms available.
Oh, sorry. I was just looking for a friend, but you seem to
Ask if
not be doing
yeah,
so
ask
good.
if he knows somebody that looks like the mayor but prettier.
Do you ask
That
that?
would be something Hakku would ask, not so.
No, I'm asking because he doesn't. I mean, I will, but I was asking him what's wrong because he doesn't look very good.
Oh, he kind of, as you ask what's wrong, he takes a moment to look at you. He's got some real serious tired eyes, and he looks at you, and he says, You're not Dultonian. You're not from here either. Are you some kind of mercenary or?
Huh? I'm just a traveler.
Dude, I know he's gonna say.
I've heard a lot of stories of people in these lands, and they don't tend to be very happy ones. And I try to help as best as I can.
Oh. there's something I want to ask you then.
Sure.
My last night,
Your daughter's gone.
my last night, my daughter never made it back. Never made it back to the tavern.
What? Last
And-
night? I seen her this morning.
Or not? Sorry, not last night. Well, no, because you guys. Okay, well, recently, I'm getting my time frames messed up. Is it still the same
Oh, yeah,
day?
'cause he's so tired. It's still the same day.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he snuck out in the morning.
And then we went to go fight the
Let-
land
let-
sharks, and
let
now it's like
me-
afternoon.
Let me rephrase. So he says, I sent my daughter out to go get something, and she never made it back. And when I went to go check, with the farmer, he said that she never made it to him. He never saw her, and I'm worried something happened. And I've looked around. I've had some of my friends look, and we haven't been able to find her.
Oh my god, that pretty mayor
How-
duplicate is stealing girls!
How I mean, I can try and keep an eye out since I walk around a lot. If I notice her, I'll let you know, and I'll let her know that you're looking for her. What does she look like?
He describes her to you. She's, in her teens. Very plain looking.
It's a bit rude.
Yeah.
He doesn't describe it that way, but the way that he describes it comes across that way. There's nothing. She doesn't wear like any pieces of jewelry
Nothing
that.
remarkable about it.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
and he says, please, she's the only one I have left. Like she if
That would be a great time to raise suspicions about the pretty man!
Well, I recently came into some information about a
anyway,
that,
information.
There's somebody in this town who tends to take people and make them do what he wants without their consent.
Whoa.
I'm looking for him, and I hope
You still had another level of stress added to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like I'm trying to say it as nicely as possible. It's like there's somebody in this town that's they're putting them to work, and he's not asking very nicely, and
Well, why'd you word it the other way though? You make him do things without the consent. That's the kind of like.
So by the way, there's a molester out there.
After my work week,
How is it possible that Hakku speaks better than you?
Anyway,
His diplomacy is better than Saru's.
anyway, yes.
I'm
So
so burnt out after work. I can't improvise. Like, I can't work.
okay, keep going. Anyway, you say that.
Yes, and then I'm looking for them because they it's causing trouble, and
You're talking to a customer at work. You would not talk to them like this.
Anyway,
oh my god.
so you
Look, I'm looking for somebody. I'm looking for somebody who's taking people against their will, and now hearing you say this kind of confirms my suspicions. So I mean, do you happen to know of anybody in the town that kind of looks like the mayor, but maybe not as worn out and stressed?
he well, again, still stressed as you say that, but he says, if there was somebody like that, I feel like we would have dealt it a long time ago. I don't know anybody
Okay.
that's like that. I don't know anybody that looks like the mayor.
Because it's pretty much the only thing I have right
were
now.
you trying to roll to see if the description of the human was correct?
Oh, to see if the man actually looked like the mayor?
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
he was right. He was telling the truth anyway. So
he
he also found out he's pretty racist. Right?
yeah,
Or whatever.
Yeah.
when he describes people, he doesn't distinguish a person from another person.
Like instead of a snout, they've got a nose. Like this. It's nothing crazy. Like his eyes are,
But
half an inch apart,
subjectively,
stuff like
he
that.
looks prettier.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what would a kobold think is a pretty human?
Well, that's a good point. Maybe he's half kobold, so he's slightly more attractive to a kobold though. So he might be uglier to us.
Oh, yeah, that's the only clue I have about this person, and I'll keep an eye out for them and for your daughter, and you know, I hope they don't cross paths. 'Cause,
A half kobold man has
wouldn't wish
stolen your
that on
daughter.
Please
And
find
Will's
her.
social security number is.
you.
Okay,
Do you have an idea? Okay, where did you send her in the morning? I'll start there.
he tells you that he sent her to the if you remember, there was a man that you guys talked to that ran the general shop.
Hmm.
That's where
He wasn't there.
that's where he sent her, but he talked to he talked to him, and he said that he never saw her, and like I said, he did tell you that he got a couple of his friends to look, and they couldn't find her in town.
And you said that was in the morning, right?
It happened sometime during the day, because you guys did spend a lot of time in the cave, and you guys.
So it's probably like mid-afternoon.
Yeah, sometime after 12. Probably more like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you keep doing what you're doing, and I'll go look, and I'll report back when I can.
When he comes into some
And
more information.
what do you know? Does she leave out the front door, or she leave out the Is there a back door? Or?
He's not sure why that's important, but he says out the front.
Okay. Am I able to do like a survival check to see if I see any like tracks of a smaller like person, like a teen? Because I mean, obviously there's adults. There's a bunch of adults, but like, is there small feet?
Make a survival check.
Tiny feet. What if she got
Also,
big feet?
are there teens
Ah,
in
crap!
the
Come on.
villagers
Okay,
and stuff?
13.
No, you don't find her tracks.
Hmm.
Crap. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll head out. And I'll,
I'm about to
keep
head
an
out.
eye out for a plain-looking girl in her teens.
Just don't talk to anyone.
Because I was kind of hoping I'd roll good for that because I got 4 in survival, but it like bounced off the ceiling and rolled all fucking wonky.
All right, so you leave. Hakku, you release the kobold. He like
Run
Free
free,
in a
little
natural
man.
habitat.
he looks at you almost like this is supposed to be some kind of trap, and then he just dashes off into the forest.
Remember, Hakku did not kill you!
But he very much could have.
All right, so
Kinda thought about it.
all right, after
Especially when I thought you were calling me ugly.
you both are returning back to the hole, right?
I'll return back like around, but first I want to check what's in my new backpack.
Okay, you look what's in your new backpack. It's got a blanket. It does have Dultonian rations in it. It appears to have some ammunition for a Dultonian rifle. There seems to be some kind of personal memento, a little tin box. There are let's see what else are there. That's about it. It's got a few other knickknacks in there, but not very useful for you.
Oh, well, at least now I got another backpack, I guess. I think I already had one. No, wait.
If we find another kobold, we
No,
could
I
do
had
that.
a belt pouch. I didn't have a backpack, so now I have a backpack.
Hey.
Yes, you have a Dultonian
Does it
backpack.
have a backpack?
No, I had
Did
a
you
belt
also take the
pouch
shovel?
instead.
Oh.
Yeah, I also took the shovel too.
Yeah, he's got, but it's
It
it's
says backpack right here.
I don't have my contacts on. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I guess it does say
10 darts,
backpack.
backpack, bedroll.
And you've got a full-on shovel. It's not just a spade. It's like a full shovel.
A big old
I
shovel.
I go back and fucking Thelnier is just like.
All right, so you all return back to the hole. It's starting to get, the sun's starting to go down. For everybody else, you guys are
Has there
making.
been any more noise in the tunnel while we were?
No,
while we were
it's
digging the
been.
thing? There's not been no more shots.
There hasn't been any more shots.
Mm.
But at this point, you guys have been working on excavating that tractor. You guys are pretty much there. You guys are getting like to the point where you could detach the tank and bring it over, because cables like to siphon it from this position would be
Like upside down or something.
yeah. So he's like starting to work on unbolting it. Hakku and Saru show up.
Oh, what up?
I'm gonna jump down into the hole.
All right, you
Sup,
jump into the
boys?
hole.
Sorry, you didn't talk to anyone, did you?
Haku talked to many people.
Oh.
That's good.
Uh,
Hakku's a good talker.
Need to go into cave and find bodies. Dultonians.
Wait.
Haku's like very confused about it.
He's trying to work out the
Dultonian was-
roadmap in his head.
Well, no, it's more like he's trying to rectify the fact that the Dultonians weren't being fucking evil. Mayors say Dultonian was looking into Gopher problem. So have to go back and find bodies to prove that town did not kill Dultonians. Maybe bring back Landshark too. He did not like Haku's picture.
Can I see the picture? I tried looking on the thing, but there's no picture there. Did you actually put a picture in there?
Oh, in the journal, not yet.
Oh, okay.
And his
Um,
current journal that's in his inventory possesses a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright. Well, it's a good-looking land shark, but I mean, maybe he just doesn't know about him. I didn't know about him.
Yeah, I was the only
Also,
one that knew.
I'll yell down since I'm hearing this. I'm like, also, I talked to the innkeep and their daughter
he
is
talked.
missing.
His daughter, the girl, I saw her this morning.
Okay, yeah, because apparently he had sent her out to get some stuff at the grocery store, and
I
she
didn't
never
take
made
it.
it to the grocery store.
I didn't take it. She was still in the tavern when I left.
Alright, so
Yeah, I told him we'd look out for her.
Also, have to find man in town. Kobolds say man that put him up to this lives in town and talks about guests, but Haku don't know who guests are.
Also, apparently he looks like the mayor, but more handsome.
Okay, well, let's
Oh,
first grab
also
some bodies
here.
while we're down here.
Unit 69, you can have these bullets.
Okay, wait, can I just take those bullets?
yeah, it's fine.
Wait, did I even
No,
need
no.
bullets? I thought I just shoot like energy.
You take the bullets anyway.
or something. All right.
No,
I mean,
you
whoever
you.
uses the rifles.
you use bullets, but because we can't track ammunition very well in VRChat, we just assume that you always have bullets.
Hell yeah.
You know,
I
until
will take these.
one day they finally implement Udon or whatever, so we can actually save
They keep
information.
teasing it. But it's been like a year.
Yeah, about a year, maybe a bit longer.
I mean, if they just implemented web panels, I would solve everything. But
Yes.
But there was like one guy that hacked a web panel, so no one can use it.
nobody could use it. There's a security flaw. We're just not gonna bother fixing it.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, I'd probably prioritize staying with Cable until he's got that thing unbolted and out. and then we can go into the tunnel and see if we can find
Okay.
some bodies.
So yeah, it takes you guys about an additional hour. He finally does get the tank out, and he brings it over and begins to siphon the fuel out of the tank. And he does so, and he says, "Well, I mean, there's some fuel in there, but we're gonna need more."
How far will this get us?
Okay, Hakku find bodies, maybe get fuel as reward. Let's go.
That's a good point.
All right, cool.
Yeah, perfectly.
So are we all going back down there? Where's Thelnier at?
Thelnier's asleep in
Thelnier
the
is
truck.
currently sleeping towards a tree this whole time.
But wait, are you like
It's
long
been
resting?
hours. Wake up.
Are you long resting?
He's a sleepy boy.
He,
Well,
I
would've
mean, he just
Okay,
put
hang
his
on.
shovel, so he went and slept.
I would have woken you up on the way back because I saw you passed out on the truck when I went out to release the kobold. So you're here
Okay.
with us.
There we go. Now Thelnier's who? What?
Sleeps
Huh?
the rest of the mission.
Yeah, I mean, he like wakes up and is like, morning lads, what's
Well, I
going
mean,
on?
he's got like half the length of the legs we do, so he gets more tired, you know?
I mean, at this point, you're probably had a full rest.
Thelnier's had a long
He
rest
managed to
the
get a
rest of
long
the
rest
seven.
out of all this.
All right. So you all gather up.
Yep. We're gonna travel through the tunnels.
Cable's up top, and he's fuel.
Yeah. So he tells you that
I'd
tells
ask
you that
Cable, how far would the fuel get us? if we got-
he says I don't know, maybe half a day's travel.
half a day. Yeah, well.
I mean, if there's
anywhere like that.
other, I mean, unless you can find me another thing to siphon fuel from.
Hakku will sort out. Don't worry.
Okay.
So
Let's go
Let's
body
find some
hunting.
bods.
Yeah, let's go down the thing.
Are the
There's the
dead
thing.
bodies from the whale or the land sharks that we killed still there? Can we just like check inside their stomachs?
No, because the only bodies that were there were the ones that got annihilated by fireball and fireball.
no,
and
I'm
all the
talking
other
about
fire.
He's saying
the
that
bodies
the
of the
bodies
land
of the land
sharks.
sharks that we killed, do they have a
Oh.
Dultonian
Yeah,
in them?
maybe we can get lucky. It's like they happened to eat somewhere.
Well, I
right
think we
before.
should go in the direction where we heard the gunfire when we
Probably,
originally
yeah.
left. Because those will probably have bodies laid out.
all right.
That was in that direction.
Okay, well, Hakku can't see in the dark, so someone's gonna have to lead the way.
Thelnier. Wait, where's my character?
You didn't grab him.
I guess I'll be leading the way.
No, I lost track of him behind all the walls.
Show Hakku the way.
Okay. So you guys are back down into the cave.
Round 2.
Yep.
All right. Which direction are you guys heading this time?
I
The
told
direction
Thelnier, I
where we
heard the
saw-
sounds this way,
Yes.
right?
No, it was this way, through here.
Yeah. So I was like, lead the way, please, in that direction.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we
Uh,
can't see Thelnier, so I guess I'll break up the rear with a torch.
Okay, yeah. Just so we can see Thelnier.
Yeah.
Do we encounter anything?
What?
This guy's suspicious.
Yeah.
Brother Jonathan.
melted in the walls.
Yeah, I'd probably ask like Jonathan and Zasu to keep an eye on Cable just in case.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah.
He says.
Unless we
okay.
need another Deus Ex Machina, then they come
Do I
back.
need to roll perception to see if I notice anything down here?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Okay.
And then like Unit 69, because he's got that thing that tells him what direction. He just points a direction without even knowing which way he's pointing. He can't see anything, but he knows which way to point.
Yeah.
It's 12. In perception.
Wait, yeah, you even -1 perception?
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
he has bad eyes.
You
What do
examine-
mean?
You
He needs
You're the one that
glasses.
can see right now.
you examine around and I mean it's more or less the same where you left it. There's that hole that's in the ground over here from when you first got attacked
There's
by
one dead land shark here.
yeah.
Can we cut them open?
Yeah, you cut them open. It
I
takes
take it by Kikiri.
it takes considerable amounts of
I'll ask
effort
to get
because
my
you
shovel back.
Wait, what? You what?
I'll ask
Spoly?
for my shovel.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Give you your shovel back.
I'll give you a shovel back.
Thelnier's bloody spade.
Well, it probably doesn't have as much blood on it now because it's been through a lot of dirt. But,
It's been used
Okay.
the way it's supposed to be used.
yeah.
Was
What
there,
do you
w-
mean?
was there
the way
anything
it's
inside the land
supposed
shark?
to be used?
So yeah, you have to. It takes a lot of effort to cut these things open, but you do eventually
Yeah.
get it open. It's more like
What's in there?
it's more like a hacked away than a clean cut, but I mean it's just the foul stench of organs.
Doesn't affect me. Hey.
It affects me though.
You kind of like look in there and yeah, I mean there are no Dultonians in there if that's what you're looking for.
Dultonians,
well, that-
hello?
That one's good. Move
Alright,
on.
well... Yeah. Lead the way, Thelnier.
Oh, we should probably go check out where they were running to the other time. You know, where they came from? The Dultonians, remember?
The second pass.
Yeah, remember how we never went there to
Oh.
explore that.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna probably have to check out the whole cave system at some point, but
Yeah.
I mean,
we'll
it's-
just go with where we
it's
last
actually
knew there were people. So.
It's actually still pretty expansive because like the cave does like continue on this way, just
Yeah.
it's outside of the scope of the adventure. So
So we probably don't need to go there if it's outside of the scope of the adventure.
yeah,
There's an invisible wall there. When you try to run
Yeah,
to it.
we go there and it's just that.
Yeah.
just up against the.
it's like the Mario staircase. It just is infinitely looping.
Oh yeah,
No, you can just do
Like,
the
maybe we
backwards
do-
jump and then go all the way up.
and the half A press.
but it's gonna be like in a video game where you do the backward jump, except for there's nothing there. You just fall through the world.
I like.
Oh,
shit.
I think
Clip
his
through the
name
world.
is Terminal Montage. His stuff's pretty funny.
Yeah,
All right,
I fucking love him so much. He's so funny.
you guys continue
so-
on.
Do
I assume we don't see anything
from here?
No, you still just
Trap check.
Okay. Keep going.
Oh, we need to get Hakku some thieves' tools, y'all.
Yeah. Doesn't he get them for being a rogue?
I have proficiency, but I don't think that
Alright.
I get them.
as you guys are continuing on, you can see a faint candlelight over in this direction.
Is it moving at all, or is it just staying?
It just appears to be stationary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing around
I
in the
assume
corners.
everybody
Or...
saw that.
Yeah, well, it's
Hmm.
a little bit closer. Little bit closer.
You guys continue on in this cave. Again, all the walls have been kind of shaved open by these land sharks. Thelnier, please make me an intelligence check.
An
Intelligence.
intelligence check.
Is he intelligent?
Where is my no?
You're not
It's
intelligent.
-1.
Oh,
no.
dude. It's like a lot of your
Why you
stats
got
are
so many
really
level
low.
ones in important things?
13.
Yeah, and then
Alright,
you got like a
you-
+7 saving throw.
You
and then-
you come over
That's
here
everything else.
and you're looking.
Stealth if I'm not wearing heavy armor.
Wait, where's your stealth?
You're looking.
A 5. You got 5 still.
You're kind of looking around, and you notice that over here. I think that's within your field of vision, right? Somebody give me your. Oh, the rulers. The rulers are all still fucked up. 1, 2.
Are they? No, they're here.
Yeah, but they don't have the line.
Okay, so this wall right here, you're looking at it.
Wait,
And
what's
you-
right there? What's right there?
So this wall right here,
2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thelnier, as you're looking, you come to the realization that there is a false wall.
False wall.
Oh.
You can see that.
Yeah,
He's a smart boy.
You're looking at it. You're looking at being a dwarf yourself. You're just like, there's something wrong with that wall.
I know how stone looks like.
Hmm.
Oh.
I'll point it out and be like, yeah, that's not how it's supposed to be.
You also, at this stage, at this point too, in part of your examination, you see
The candlelight was in here.
You see the candlelight, and your dark vision also reveals that there's something drawn on the floor.
Drawn.
The frick? In this room?
Huh.
All right. Which way do we go first, Thelnier?
I would
The
suggest
wall?
going here first.
Okay.
Yeah, he wants to look at the thing, but we need to find Dultonian people. We gotta go to the candlelight.
Well, I'm following Thelnier. Just because
Yeah.
it's still too dark for you know.
I mean, there's a candle in there. If
If you want to go
Okay,
and
can I
grab
get
it,
up closer and have a look in?
yeah, you can go look in. So you look in. Well, you walk in. Well, you don't walk in. You kind of get closer. You can see that there appears to be some kind of large red circle drawn into the ground. You do notice that there is more than one light source. There appears to be more than one candle in here. Do you continue walking in?
Is the red thing on the floor, is it made of, like, is it blood? Is it
It looks
pen
like
or
it looks like some kind of
ballpoint pen?
some kind of liquid. But if you had to guess, you would have to guess it's blood.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
what
it-
about
is
a
it
magic
arranged in-
circle?
Is it arranged in like a perfect circle, or is it just sort of
Yes,
like?
it appears to be some kind of perfect circle, and there are like symbols drawn within the circle.
Does
Bunch
it
of
remind me of
swords,
the symbols
spears.
drawn? Does it remind me of the symbols drawn at the ruin thing?
Make an Arcana check.
Arcana. Do I Arcana? With my thing. Oh, it's ready. Arcana 2.
Pretty bad, but pretty good.
12.
I mean,
12.
These do appear to be some kind of arcane markings.
Alright.
Spooky.
But there's no one in the room. I can see?
You'll have to walk
Oh,
more into the room.
I'll probably. Where does the circle thing start?
It's
You got a pen to draw it?
it's like right here. Like you could walk into the room without
Okay.
stepping on it.
I'll probably walk up to like that
Okay,
here.
as you look,
That should give me.
you have dark vision, right?
Oh, I can't see.
Oh, it's
no, I don't.
there's candlelight everywhere. So yeah, you
Yeah,
go
there's
in.
the
There
candlelight
are
set.
candles like kind of set into the walls, like somebody has chiseled little alcoves into the walls. And you look to your left, and you find a familiar person, a certain Dultonian, who has been stripped of their armor and appears to be dead.
What
Hey,
the girl?
oh,
You look to your right.
She like
Uh,
100% dead.
She so
Like
so
there's flies
so
buzzing around it.
it's pretty.
Medicine
Oh,
check.
I mean it's still fairly recent, but it's pretty gruesome. It looks like somebody like it looks like she got blasted by something. There's like some kind of like evidence that.
Scorch marks.
But in addition, she's not wearing her heavy plate, and her like torso has been ripped open.
Oh,
Jesus.
We gotta jack
mean,
the
I-
Ripper, boys.
I did want to help her, but
I mean, she also like as you realize like the scorch marks are from you guys, but
Whoops.
you look to your right. You look to your right, and you see a girl who appears to be chained up to a bolt that's been just forced into the wall.
Oh
She-
shit! Is it the girl from the tavern?
It is. She's unconscious though.
It is. Unconscious. Oh, I'll turn around and shout back, over here,
Oh shit.
and then I will carefully avoid anything, or I suppose I'll trap check.
You can trap check.
Should I know how to trap? Should I know how
Make
to trap check?
make a perception check.
Perception. Just
Dragon, as
having a general look, make sure I don't step on shit.
Dragon, as you enter the room, make an Arcana check.
Okay.
That's a 6.
6.
What's
Okay,
perception?
you don't find anything else
Plus
besides what's in the
whatever you
room. You do see some kind of like utensils, like kind of a rusty knife and a scythe that has also been fairly well used against other people apparently.
All right.
You do spots like areas where there's like lots of dried blood on the floor.
I go up to her and try to unchain her.
Dragon got a 16, by the way.
16. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dragon.
16.
As you go up, you spot this circle. You look at the circle, and you realize that the circle has been used already. And in particular, this circle looks like it's used to summon something.
Well,
Something came through this thing, this portal. Circle.
or yeah, just say it was used to summon something. I guess.
Yeah, this was used to summon something.
Hmm.
Kind of like how you were
Did
summoned.
I come from? I wasn't summoned.
it's-
I was
it's-
teleported here.
Oh,
I teleported.
this is just Dragon's isekai.
Can we
yeah.
take
Dragon
the
is the
tracks?
isekai protagonist.
Well,
like see if there's like
You
some
make
beast
you
that
can
came
make
through?
you can make a perception check if you want. What's everybody else doing besides huddling up at the front? Will
I'm
So,
gonna
Like,
help
I'm
with
trying
the
to
girl.
get her out.
I
either
mean, I can't fucking do anything because I can't see.
well,
got a
there's
torch.
candlelight in this room.
Well, they're already getting the
I got a
girl
15.
down. Apparently, Hakku's biceps aren't needed for that.
So the manacles are fairly tough to break open. Unless you've got a pick lock, you'll have to force the manacle open or try to break the chain.
Is it like chained up? Yeah. Can I just straight up cut the chains up?
Yeah, you could try to cut the chains. Make an attack. Yeah, she's like
Yeah, crowbars,
she's
even
kind of
that
collapsed.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
no,
great.
Oh, fuck,
Nice.
20.
you do it easily. You cut the chain. You cut it off. Her arm drops to her side.
It was just one, or I-
Yeah, it's just
like,
no.
both up.
She was like chained just by one.
Oh shoot! If her abdomen's ripped open, how do we bring the Dultonian back?
But just
Well, her
What
just
do you
say
mean?
the land shark's ate her abdomen.
Thelnier, what are you
yeah,
doing?
we can take the bits.
I guess I'll inspect
Thanks
the
for goodies.
dead lady.
Okay.
She's
Wait, so I guess I don't see any tracks, right, Toaster?
What'd you roll?
15.
15. As you are inspecting or as you're looking around for traps, you naturally look for any kind of like tripwire or triggers on the ground. And
tracks
I was
or
thinking
tracks?
Tracks.
Oh,
Like, the
tracks?
thing that was summoned.
oh,
the thing that
make
was summoned, I'm
sorry,
trying to
sorry.
see
I
where
thought
that
you
went.
said traps. Make a survival check. Sorry.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, actually, I
Yeep.
think they're the same thing, right?
Well, I rolled a 19.
Okay.
So
Wait, what is
Better.
whatever
this?
it was a good roll.
Why am I seeing like little purple sparkles coming from the sky? See this?
Yeah, I've seen that. It's coming off someone's avatar. I think it might be Spoly's one.
I don't see them.
I don't see
Yeah,
that.
Oh,
I-
they just
I did
spawned
see
like
before.
right in front of me.
Huh.
Oh no,
Okay.
Is
new
it
bug.
here?
So
Hallucinatory terrain.
so you examine the ground,
Zombie.
Unit 69, and you do
Yeah.
spot there appears to be like claw marks. Not like the
Oh.
not like the land sharks, more like something
Yeah.
bipedal. And you notice that you kind of track
Bipedal.
it. You track it, and it kind of like
Okay.
it leads like over in this direction, and as you're like following it,
Yeah.
you notice that it goes up the wall, and you're looking up, and you look, and it goes along the ceiling, and then you spot a pair of eyes looking at you, and
Oh fuck!
and that's where we're gonna end. That's where we're gonna end the session.
What the fuck?
Oh no!
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Wait, I thought we could play for longer.
We can only play for like an hour longer,
Oh, we
right?
can. Yeah, I got an hour or so. Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's gonna be combat, so
He's telling us it's gonna be a big fight. Oh no.
I don't know, do you
Yo,
think we can beat
this-
it in an hour?
That's the creepiest thing. Just looking up the ceiling, seeing eyes.
Is it able to hold on with all the gooey shit everywhere? Or is there no gooey shit
It's
in here?
got claws apparently. They can crawl.
Yeah.
And probably like just dig into the wall.
Ooh, Haku's definitely going to rip something off of him
Uh-uh.
and keep it as a trophy.
What the hell is that thing? What the hell
Ew,
is that?
That's what it looks like.
Oh,
It looks like kind of like an imp or
there
something.
we
I know,
go.
I
Like a
know,
big
I know
imp.
you've seen this before, but it's not the same thing.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
It's some sort of fucking imp.
Wait. So are we still going or?
I mean, we can if you want, but
Do you think we can get this done in an hour?
I mean,
If you
It
think we
depends
can, let's
if
get
this
it
is
done.
the only thing.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something else
I think
coming.
it is.
Well, that's why I'm asking.
it's fine.
Albinox.
Everyone
This
roll.
encounter.
Everyone roll initiative.
My one.
Woo.
Oh, I
Oh my
yoinked
god,
it.
the die is so far away.
Wait, where'd it even go? Was this my roll?
5.
Did I roll this?
Yeah, that one's yours.
Oh man, I got a 2. Probably
Mine
3
is-
total, I think.
17.
Woo!
I have a 6.
I got a
Where's
3.
my...
Looks like I'm the speediest boy.
No, you're
Well,
9.
I probably just
I got 9.
before combat starts, I guess I shout out, like, on the ceiling. I rolled a 3 though. I'm probably going last.
Okay.
What the hell is this magical dust?
Yeah, it's coming off someone's
I don't
avatar.
see
Has to
it.
be.
I don't see it either. Maybe there's an animation that you have that does it that's like stuck on right now. For some people, but not
yeah.
other people.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking.
'Cause,
Spoly.
like it looks like a little pink thing, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Cycle,
that's
cycle through your
hairs.
animations. Cycle
Yeah.
through your animations.
Wait, what the hell are you thinking? Oh, that's your hair. I don't know. You think it might be his tail?
I don't see anything.
Hmm.
Good.
It's like over here in this area, like right here.
Oh, yeah.
It like spawns and then disappears and then
Do
falls.
you
I
alert
mean,
us
can you
to
see
Okay.
on the ceiling, by the way?
Anybody?
yeah,
Anybody
I shot on the
roll?
ceiling.
Anybody roll 20 plus?
Me! 21!
No.
21.
Wow.
Oh, you can change back to that avatar if you want.
How
It
high
wasn't
up on the
bothering
ceiling
me.
is it?
But like, do you
30.
see it still?
Oh, okay. Haku's gonna have to use his short bow.
Okay. 20 to 15.
17.
19.
Ah. Little legs are speedy.
I'm not seeing it, Spoly.
I mean,
Thank
he
you for
has
the
had a
follow.
rest now. He's alert.
Thank you for the follow.
Uh.
Thanks for follow.
Okay. 15 to 10. 10 to 5.
9.
Oh, 6.
Is this some sort of monkey demon?
And then Unit 69 rolled a 3.
Like,
Yeah, I got a 3.
It kind of looks like that, except for it's got long claws on both its feet and hands.
well,
Oh,
we
those are
kind of can't
claws.
really see its feet, so.
All right.
It does have
So it's like-
claws though.
Does it have
Freddy
tentacles?
Krueger monkey. There's a tail?
So at the
Oh,
start,
no, I don't know.
at the start, it drops down,
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, damn, he's speedier?
and he goes
He made a mistake.
over to Dragon. Dragon, as
Oh, frick.
Hello.
as it comes at you,
Also, Dragon has 0 spell slots.
it makes 6 attacks
no.
against you.
What?
Holy
No!
Jesus!
Holy shit!
What's your AC?
Dragon?
14, right?
14, isn't it?
14.
Okay, that hits.
Oh no!
That hits.
Oh no!
That hits.
That misses.
Oh no!
No, with modifiers.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, why can't I pick you up?
Wait.
So that's 3 hits. That hits.
4.
Bro, that's a lot of hits. Is it 4 hits now?
There you go.
Oh, thank you. That misses.
Okay.
That hits. So of the 6, 5 hit.
5.
Oh. Those are some really strong rolls.
Alright, I need a D8.
Oh God, 5d8s. I hope it's just 5d8s and it's
4.
not 2d8 per hit.
10. 16. Oh god. 22.
Holy shit, dude.
27 damage. What's your HP at? It's more than 27 damage.
29.
Okay, so you go down. You take 2 death fails.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Wait,
Oh. Oh.
wait. How much damage was it? What?
27.
So 27
what's your
in just the
HP?
dice roll. So it's actually 47 damage total, but it's across 5 attacks.
Holy fuck.
Oh,
Dude.
2 death fails, so I'm down. 2 death
Holy
fails.
shit.
Save me.
And then
Wait, what did you roll in initiative?
he rolled really low.
6.
And
Oh, okay, thank God. I can go and if I can resuscitate you.
its form begins to meld with the shadows, but it doesn't meld well enough, and you guys can still see the target.
Oh my god.
That is the end of its turn. Hakku, it's your turn.
Now I understand
next.
how this lady died. That
Grapple.
thing is a monster.
And why
Okay.
he hesitated to let us start this combat with an hour left.
Hakku gonna do what he do.
You're gonna grab.
He can grapple him, right?
You can attempt to grapple, yes.
Okay, when you say that, that makes me mad. Because that means he's not
Oh,
gonna be
no.
able to grapple him.
He looks really,
Oh
really
my
thin and
God.
prickly.
Oh,
I rolled a
no.
1.
Yeah, you don't grapple him.
Well, I'm gonna do it again.
Do it again.
Okay, 27.
27? Yeah, you got him.
nice.
Okay. I am going to already spend a key to flurry of blows that shit, and he's gonna have to make a dex save or go prone.
Do you get your key back on short rest?
Yes, I do.
Oh, nice.
Does anybody have any potions at all?
My first attack misses.
No, I used the last
I assume a
potions
12
last
misses.
fight.
12 does miss.
Okay. How about a 16?
16 hits.
See?
Okay.
Nice.
And by the way, succeeds the chat.
Okay, I figured.
What?
My
Oh, succeeds the check.
DC is really low. Okay, I punch him for a good 12 bludgeoning.
Oh heck, I don't have my mouse for this. Oh damn it! I was like, I can send my mouse to go get fucking what's his face and brother Jonathan and Zacy. I'm like, oh wait, that's,
As he's punching him, he's like, "You do not kill Haku's friends!"
well, that's ASCII. I don't have any messages.
That's Hakku Thelnier.
on this one.
Okay, I'll try to stabilize him with
Alright, Matt, do you have a healer's kit?
medicine. I don't know.
I have a healer's kit. I can stabilize him.
You have a healer's kit. So instant stabilization.
Dude, you have so many things. You have so many things.
Okay.
Will, it's your turn.
Would I be able to discern if this is a fiend?
You would
Seeing if
have
it's
to.
related to paladins.
You'd have to use your divine sense. So I will let you make an Arcana check offhand.
Arcana offhand.
By the way, did Brother Jonathan and Zasu
13.
stay at the entrance?
Yeah, because they were asked to.
They stay with Cable.
Yeah, they're with
They stay
Cable.
So
yeah,
11.
we asked them to look after Cable.
Just 11?
13.
13? No,
So-
you know this as an aberration.
An aberration. Oh no.
It's something that doesn't
So
it's something that doesn't belong in this world.
Okay.
Hmm.
Alright, so,
So
I
are
can't
they,
use
like-
that.
They're like outside of the hole, or are they like nowhere near the hole right now?
They're with Cable.
They're at the truck.
Yeah, they're far away. Far away.
Okay, fuck. Okay.
Far away.
All right. Well, what are you doing?
Alright. Yeah, so 5, 10, where's Hakku? Hakku's there.
Yeah.
15, 20. I'll stand here. And then I will I've already used overdrive this long rest. The sacred weapon is a action. Alright, I'll just plug in and Shield of Faith. Who should I put that on? I can put that on someone.
Will he attack Dragon again?
I mean, if you
Or
want to put it
Dragon,
on
Possibly.
either me or Hakku, because
Well,
our
he's
ACs
trying-
are 14.
I'll put it on Hakku as usual. So Shield of Faith on Hakku, and I'll plug in and I'll hit the boy hard. I said hard. Oh no, that's not hard.
No.
Not hard at all.
Second attack, so 15.
15 does hit.
15 hits. All right,
Nice.
D8 and D10.
His AC is pretty low, actually.
8, 10, 18 damage.
18 damage.
18 plus 3, sorry. So 21.
Bop him.
All right. So you used your sword's ability, or you divine smited him.
No, the sword. The
Okay, yeah,
the plug-in.
You channel it with energy from your own life force, and you slash at it, dealing additional damage. That is Will's turn. Saru.
I'm getting my die ready. Alright, I'm
Getting
going
ready,
to
assuming he's gonna hit.
go up to it, and if it hits, I'm going to use Stunning Strike.
Okay.
13.
13 hits.
Oh, wait,
Oh.
really?
Okay.
Hell yeah,
Dude.
boys.
His AC is
Stunning
really low.
Strike!
Wait, hold on. You said 13?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. You said 13?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, that's a
13,
miss.
yes.
Sorry, that's a miss.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Well, if
We'll
I
let
hit the next one, do I keep
we'll
the
let
fucking
you
attack roll
keep
into
your
roll?
we'll let you keep the damage for the next one if it hits.
Are you serious? Okay.
Rough.
I mean, I'm going to Flurry of Blows anyway, so I've got 2 more attacks.
Yeah, but you'll have to roll new ones. New damage. That one hits for
13.
sure.
Yeah, because I have to roll a d6 for this one.
Yeah, D6. Where the yellow cubes? Are they?
Over here.
That does 5 damage, and he has to save, what is it?
Okay, you stunned him.
Okay,
he
Constitution save.
rolled really
Okay,
low.
cool.
You rolled really low.
Alright, cool. So now he can't do anything until the end of
Oh,
my
shit,
next
I
turn.
forgot I was supposed to roll advantage on my rolls.
What
And then-
how much damage you do on that punch?
5, and then here's my second attack. 23, so I'm gonna roll another d6.
If he's stunned, don't you have advantage?
You do.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah, don't forget, because I
Crit.
forgot advantage on my
Okay,
shit.
no.
Nope.
So he takes another 4 damage. Ow.
Pop, pop.
Alright.
So now he ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah, he's stunned.
Unless he's got a legendary action.
Drax.
Legendary.
Drax, what are you doing?
Oh, he's unconscious.
You
Unit
live
69.
Oh yeah, he's unconscious. That's right.
Yeah, he doesn't have to worry about dying, but he can't do anything for
I
1d4 hours.
Oh, it didn't do anything, but I'll just shoot him.
Alright, roll the hit.
Gonna
Shoot him
roll
again.
And
Shoot
also
him.
do another cold break bolt. See if that does anything. That's a 4.
Can
That's
you
a
do
miss.
another cold break roll?
It's
it
fine.
just
You
takes
just
more mana.
you just enchant the attack
wait, am
once.
Does he have advantage if he's stunned, or is that
Yeah.
make
Yes,
him prone?
advantage.
Oh wait, hold on.
Advantage.
My controller just died. I have to plug it in. BRB.
Alright, I'll roll for you then. So, first attack. What's his modifier?
It's plus. Wait. Oh, he never takes your sheet. That's right. +6.
Okay, so the first attack actually hits. No, it doesn't. Never mind. It doesn't hit. No, yeah, they both miss, even with advantage.
Now the second one hit when he did one hit, didn't it?
Did it?
Oh.
What do you roll?
Oh no, sorry, no, sorry, no.
Yeah, he fires twice and it misses. That's Unit 69. It's his turn. Hakku, it's your turn. He's stunned.
Yeah! Woo-woo!
Beat the shit out of him.
I'm gonna. 4 attacks coming your way, boy. Cocked.
No.
Oh, 12 plus 7
That hits.
hits. Okay.
Second hit. That misses.
Aw.
Wait, I did 7 damage on my turn, by the way.
On which attack?
Third one is
The
a
first attack. I rolled a 19 for the first
Oh, okay.
attack.
So how much was 7?
Okay.
Yes.
3 of my 4 hit.
Okay, roll damage.
You get sneak attack.
I get sneak attack.
He's got no idea there.
Ooh,
Oh.
7 plus 4. 11,
Oh.
12, 15, 22.
Okay, yeah, you kill it.
Hooray!
Oh, okay.
We're gonna take its body.
As you
Nice.
like pummel the shit out of it,
Beat the shit out of it.
and it's bleeding all over the place from all the different attacks, and you kind of let its body go, and then you grab it by its foot and you begin to drag it away. Will, make me a perception check.
Perception. That's 6.
6. Okay, that's fine. Okay,
We have several bodies that we have to drag back.
Yeah. Should we just start heading back now, or should we keep looking for more? We
I
got.
want
We
to go
got
back to the
Dultonian.
girl.
We
Is
gotta-
she all right?
you examine her. Make a medicine check.
Wait, the daughter or? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the
That's
daughter.
My medicine. Medicine -1. Oh, well, 9.
9. Okay, you examine her. It's pretty obvious that she's obviously taking some hits. It doesn't look like it's like a like.
Hold on, I think someone's ringing my doorbell. I'll be right back.
All right. So it looks like yeah, she's taken some hits, but it doesn't look like somebody like beat her to death. And it looks like you kind of look and you do spot a spot where it looks like somebody's injected her with something.
Oh shit. Injected her with something.
So you can't quite
no,
tell what
okay.
it is.
This
Let's
looks
Can I-
like
bring
she's
all the bodies back to the entrance so that they can take care of them, get them into town or whatever, and then we're gonna continue
I-
looking around because we need to see what that false wall is and stuff.
Yeah.
I just wanna head pad her, lay on hands, 5 HP.
Okay, 5 HP. You restore 5 HP to her, but she's still unconscious. It appears to
Still
be
unconscious? Okay.
It appears to be, as you lay on hands her, she appears to be poisoned.
Poisoned. Do I have a thing for poison?
You can use lay
Or
on
is it- it's
hands
just
to remove a poison by expending 5 points.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, you can also just go to Brother Jonathan. I'm sure he has something that removes his poison.
Lay on hands. You can spend 5 charges to remove 1 disease. Oh, 1 disease or 1 poison. Okay. Well, I'll spend another 5 to get rid of the poison.
All right.
That's the end of it. Because I gave Jonathan 20.
Yeah,
and then
you
gave her 5.
you
and her 5 more.
expend the poison, and as you do, she does come to. She appears really weak, and she's
I'll Princess Carrier.
Where am I?
That's all right. You're safe.
I'll walk up to her and I'm like, your father is worried
Don't
about
talk to
you.
Don't talk to her.
This is not the time. Let's go. Let's
Yeah.
just drag
Yeah.
all these bodies.
Yeah.
We need the
I've got
Dultonian
her.
girl.
Hakku's
need the
got that thing by the
aberration.
legs.
Alright, I'll
Thelnier,
pick
are
up the
you carrying Drax, or
uh,
can you
yeah,
even carry Drax?
I'll try to carry Drax on my shoulder. I mean, I'm
I'll carry the
probably
Dultonian
dragging
girl, I
him
guess.
behind.
Unit 69, get the Dultonian girl, or at least what you can of her.
Okay.
Oh no.
guess.
Oh wait,
Get
I
a few
thought.
pieces.
Okay, I guess you can carry her then. I'll do nothing.
Help
Okay,
Thelnier,
pick
help
up the
Thelnier
bits.
with Drax.
Unit-
Okay,
He's a
I'll
little
go
dwarf.
Drax.
Unit 69.
I
As
can
you
carry
go,
Drax, no problem.
as you go to pick up the Dultonian girl who has been stripped of all her armor, and you like pick her up, you notice that most of her internal organs are missing.
Oh,
What the fuck?
land sharks like internal organs. We found that out.
I kind of assumed that bad
No,
thing
they-
ate her.
I think they need to know that there's like a fucking cultist or some shit in here.
Yeah.
So, are we going to leave all the bodies and people up there before we go to the?
Wait.
We're
Yeah.
gonna give
Am
them...
I?
Sorry?
I was gonna ask if I can memorize the pattern that's on the floor and
Yeah,
like.
you
draw
can.
Oh,
it for
Hakku
someone
already
later?
drew that in his journal.
Oh, okay.
You
Hakku's got this covered.
you drew it in your journal. Another one of these come out.
Considering
Oh,
no.
Hakku's no magic ability, we
Yeah.
know that it's not going to be a problem.
So you
Okay.
I mean, that'd be pretty amazing if it did happen.
you draw it. It just comes out and starts fighting you again. Make 6 attacks against dragon.
It's just a tiny one. Oh my god.
Wow.
All right.
All right, so that's our
Alright.
plan. We're bringing them all to the
Maybe
entrance. We're gonna have Cable
Yeah.
and them bring the girl and stuff to town. Show them like drag the bodies or whatever.
Oh, I want to go take the girl. It was my quest. I accepted that quest.
Hey,
okay.
I had patted her. You didn't.
Dyabie, we
I
have
could've
more shit that
stabilized
we
her.
need to do down here.
I had pat her in the tavern too.
Okay, so we're bringing all these to the entrance for Cable and them to take care of.
Wait, we never even checked out the wall. Should we
Well,
at least
we
like
can- we
pat
can do that
around
later.
before we
That's why
before we leave?
Well, that's why I
We're gonna
thought
go
that
take
we're
all
just
this
gonna leave
shit.
it to Cable and them so that we could come back to check the wall. But if you want to check it now,
No,
we
Okay.
can.
I think maybe we need a long rest before we go any further into this because that thing was pretty brutal. If there's any more,
Okay, so
and the
we
fact
aren't
that
gonna
Drax
just
is
hand
down.
over Cable. We're just gonna head straight back to town then. But if that's the case, whoever's doing this is going to know, and they're gonna have time to prepare something like fuck up the town
Yeah.
or something.
Do you need to take a long rest to get your spell slots back? Is that fine?
Well,
Well,
Or is it
Drax is
a-
Drax
basically
is
dead.
gonna be out for one. He's not dead.
No,
he's
he's stabilized,
unconscious
don't
for
worry.
1d4 hours.
Yeah, but he's
Oh, can we
stabilized,
roll
but
that
he's
now?
got
Would I have
got
to
like
roll for that?
no HP and no
A
spells.
D4.
Yeah, a d4.
Well, it's not gonna matter unless you guys are
Uh,
going back in.
Yeah, no, I
Just so we know.
Okay, I will
just for the sake of it.
2 hours. He's gonna be out for 2 hours.
Hmm.
I get my long rest.
All right. Well, you guys drag the bodies to the front, and you drag them up.
Do we need to like go slowly, make perception check? There's no land
No,
sharks.
there's nothing.
I mean, we can just fast pace anyway and just take the risk, but
It's fine. There's not much.
And then
So-
Mayor's gonna like, is that what a land shark is? Doesn't look like a shark.
I draw this abomination in my journal too.
Okay.
It's okay, Thelnier. I got Drax, and I'll put him on my shoulder, and I'll wall jump out of here.
Hakku is slowly turning
Wow.
into Cable, just
Oh, no.
drawing everything in his
All
journal.
right. So you pull him up.
You're gonna lose an arm.
Brother Jonathan's like, oh, what the hell is that thing?
It's
Aberration.
definitely not of this. It's definitely not of this world.
He's like,
Doesn't matter, it's dead.
he
Hakku does like the aliens meme, but he goes, cultists.
cultist.
Okay, so are we going to town or to take the long rest, or are we staying down here and letting Brother Jonathan stuff take care of the girl?
No, we should probably go in town because
Okay,
we're
we're gonna
take,
go into
we
Yeah.
gotta
town.
take this boy back.
Would- Take that to the
Maybe
mayor.
leave Drax with Jonathan.
Bring the
Yeah.
Dultonian girl to the mayor.
Well, we'll bring the
What, to the-
monstrosity
to the
thing and
father?
The secretary's not gonna like me anymore because we just carried in a dead girl.
You also carried in Cobalt earlier, so it's like.
Yeah, but the kobold didn't have his insides missing.
So wait, Hakku, you're gonna
True.
take the monster and the girl to the mayor?
Unit 69. Unit 69 has the Dultonian girl, the plate girl's body.
Okay.
No, I can
So then me
And
and
then,
you can go take the girl.
yeah,
What'd you say,
yeah,
Jordan?
take the girl back to her father.
I was like wondering how
Alright.
you explain that thing to the mayor. Like, you can just bring him in and say like, "Hey, someone summoned this here."
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
and,
I
and then
mean, what
we
else
should
are we
show the
gonna
circle.
say? We're gonna
We
take
don't
you
know
to the
what
inn
it
so that
is.
you can sleep.
Yeah.
After you cover him up,
Put him in the truck.
Yeah. 'cause,
I guess you can sleep in the truck if you prefer.
I mean, that's how you guys
Well, I mean,
originally
he's
had it.
unconscious, so he can't prefer.
That's how you guys
Uh,
originally had it because the inn's completely full with villagers.
Oh, right. Okay, you get to sleep
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
truck.
Yeah,
We'll
'cause-
drop you off
and
in the
we'll
truck
just,
on the way to town.
Just Jonathan, look after him. He took a real bad hit from this thing.
Yeah, he's looking. He just sees.
In the meantime, while we're in town, Haku's gonna keep his eyes out for some unusual suspects.
Alright.
Because
Mm.
clearly cultists are only out at nighttime. This is canon.
Oh,
Alright, you-
yes, of course.
You all go back into town except for Dragon, who is resting. And yeah, Brother Jonathan is tending to.
Jonathan's head patting.
He's not quite sure like how one goes about healing somebody like Dragon, but he's like, I'll do my best.
Just pray to the virtues and hope they know what to do.
Yeah. So Will, you go to the inn and you deliver the daughter to the tavern keeper, who is super excited to see her, but
Yeah.
he as he's looking at her, he's like, who did this?
We don't know.
We suspect it might be cultists.
I mean, does the girl know? Did she see anything?
Oh
When
yeah, did you see who took you?
when you question her, she says that she doesn't know. She can't really remember what happened. She just remembers blacking out.
Well,
Well,
you
well,
guys had
when?
mentioned that
Did
she
she
was
remember who she-
poisoned.
Yeah, she did. She did have a puncture mark. Was it in her neck? I assume.
Yeah, it's like in her collar or something like that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
She did have a puncture mark, and while I was tending to her, I found she was poisoned. I've cured the poison, but like she's not going to be all right for a little while. So
Wait,
she
what?
needs to
Dragon?
rest.
Couldn't it have been something? Was it poison, or couldn't it have been like something that made her pass out?
It's
Wait, well, I mean, same
It was a
thing.
poison.
it's a drug,
Well,
but
he
but,
said
but
it was
to you?
poison.
it's a drug, but it inflicts the poison status.
Mm.
Like she got a room. I'll take her to a room and put her down. Or do they live here, or does it live somewhere else?
He takes her. They live there.
Oh, he
He
takes her,
says
okay.
they have like through the kitchen. They have like their own room.
All right.
Uh,
Get her to rest. She'll be all right.
You know, he just says, I hope you find out who did this. I hope you find out and you bring him to justice.
Yeah,
So you can count on me.
Going to the mayor's. We're going to the mayor's now to sort of. We're going to sort
be
this
like,
out.
Here's a bunch of dead bodies. Blah, 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 blah.
Just pile a whole bunch of dead things onto his thing. All right, take care of her.
Well,
and then me and Saru.
He says as you are about to leave, he's like, hold on, I might have something for you. And
Nunchucks.
Yeah, he comes back. He comes back and he's like, I'm a big fan of Bruce Lee. I've got these nunchucks now. He comes back and he hands you, Will, since you're the one that brought her back, an amulet, and he says this belonged to her mother. I want you to have it.
All right, I'll treasure it. Thank you.
All right, you take it.
Yep.
And then I will post you the details of what the amulet is after the session.
Oh.
Yep. Neat.
Well, you got all the good crap. You got the fucking glowy sword, now you got an amulet.
Because I give good head pats.
But I was the one that took the quest!
Alright.
The glowy sword got stolen.
The glowy sword got stolen.
Alright,
I
so
was gonna get cool nunchucks, but we had to leave.
Yes.
so
who's
going to the mayor's house?
The rest, I
I'll go.
think Hakku's got
Yeah.
that thing. Unit 69's got the
Dultonian.
Dultonian lady. And I guess Thelnier is going with him. Is he?
Okay,
No,
so you guys
no, you
Huh?
don't want him in like an official person's house. That's not a good idea.
Well,
You
like,
stay
whether I
behind
want
with
him there or
Drax
not, is
then,
he?
that's fine.
Yeah, I'm watching over Drax.
So you guys go to the
And then me and Saru will come up later.
yeah, you guys go up to the fort at this yeah, you guys go up, you see the man who was asleep, he's now awake. And he sees you guys dragging these bodies up, and he looks at the Dultonian woman's body, and there's just like this fear that just kind of drips over his face, and he grabs his quarterstaff and he points at you guys, and he's like, I don't know who you are, but stay right there, don't move. And he realizes
We've already been past you like 6 times.
he's shaking in his boots, like there's so many of you. He's got a quarterstaff.
Oh, the outside guard?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy that was asleep that you passed by a whole bunch of times.
Oh. Well, then I just saw him.
Just tell him you have an
Bring
appointment.
Mayor. He know Hakku.
He's got the staff, and he kind of like slowly moves away from you, and he goes into the door, and he comes out of the building, and he's got the mayor, and the mayor comes out, and he looks at all of you. He sees you, Hakku, and recognizes you. Also Saru. I don't know if Saru went with you.
No, I went to
Saru
go
went with
with
me.
No,
the...
I thought
Okay,
they
so
were-
just-
we were
I
at
thought
the-
just
they were
Hakku.
we were at the inn. They went to the thing.
And he's like, what is this about? And he
I
looks.
thought it was Hakku in Unit 69.
Oh yeah, Hakku and
Yeah,
Unit
he's on
69.
Unit 69.
And he looks
He
at
doesn't know Unit 69.
he looks at the creature first, and then he looks at the Dultonian officer, and he's like, oh, that does. Is that a land shark? Is this what?
No. Something else in tunnels. I'm going to show him the circle that we found, because I drew it in the journal, and then I'll mention. Oh, did I touch something?
No.
No.
Hakku will also say someone tried to take the innkeeper daughter, but we find her before the same fate happened to Dultonian girl. You have cultists in your town
He
or something.
or something, cultists or something. So somebody's butchering up people. And
creating these things.
Summoning.
Sounded like you just took a bite out of your controller.
No, I hit it on something.
he
Hakku's warriors can try to find in morning, but
Very
some
tired.
some are already very hurt from this thing. And then I kick the dead creature.
Kick it.
It goes back to life and it's just like.
he's just like
I am
looking.
scared it will come back to life.
Yeah, it jumps back up and makes 6 attacks against Hakku.
Well,
Hakku will
I'm
survive it.
wondering why you told me to make the perception check when it died, thinking it might be plain dead.
So he looks at it and he says,
But now you have proof. Your town is safe from, I don't know what they think the Dultonians are gonna do, revolt or whatever. Hakku says that
Raise
better.
it. He says, yeah, I don't, cultists? And what is even happening here? I don't understand why all this stuff is happening all at one time.
Hakku doesn't know, but Hakku will find out.
Please find out.
There's more cave to explore, but Hakku must rest.
We're indebted to you. You and your warriors.
You should give us gas as reward.
Hakku is now the leader.
I love your face. Your face is it's like you should give us gas.
We don't have any fuel right now.
Oh, freak.
But
wait,
we
that's
can
right. We were waiting for a shipment.
we can talk to them when they come in. We can see about getting you fuel. How much do you
Okay.
need?
Just like a full tank for.
Gallons.
Probably 2, because you needed 2 trucks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
two-
the second truck
two
we were trying to
tanks
fix it
of
too.
trucks. I don't know where you got that number.
Okay, I'll see what I can do about that.
I mean, I know a
That's-
truck takes somewhere in the realm of like 700 liters.
It's
Okay.
I
Hakku's
don't know how
warriors
big that is in
sleep,
gallons.
and
It's
investigate
full
in
liters
morning.
to a
what are you going?
For now, you must keep
Oh.
your town vigilant.
What are you going to do about this thing?
Burn it.
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
You can show it. You can show it to
Or
the
keep it
other
as
Dultonian
evidence.
officers.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Tie it up.
Put it in a museum. Be like, look at this weird thing.
If you
The
need
flying
evidence,
monkey.
then you know, do your best to preserve it in salt or something.
Bag it
I-
up.
Same with body. I don't know.
I don't. It's not going to come back to life, is it?
Nah.
I'll decapitate it
You just
in front of him.
Whoa. You like
You
rip it off with
just
your
pick it
bare
up and
hands.
just pull its head off and like it just hand 2 pieces.
Yeah.
Does blood go everywhere?
just
It's probably like black ichor or some shit.
yeah. It's like a really
Ugh.
really dark color. Just
Ew.
Spoly crash.
Oh.
he looks at the guard and he's like, Barry, take these to the back.
His name is Barry?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Good.
Good job, Barry! Hakku not
Well,
say
not-
that you sleep earlier today.
He's like he's got this like shock expression. He quickly picks up the body and he moves it to like a shed that's in the back.
Skitters off.
And yeah, the mayor is like, again, thank you for what you've done. I'm sorry that all this is happening, but we would have never found out if you hadn't all come here.
Cool.
How's Hakku gonna respond? The most humble way. Come on.
Flex!
How does Hakku respond?
Idea.
Well, I was just like, in my mind's eye, I'm just thinking like, what if I was just like, Hakku wants to date with pretty secretary lady? But he wouldn't do that.
Also, did you actually like the secretary lady, or were you just trying to like
What?
use her? Did you actually like her?
I mean, is she pretty? Does she seem strong?
She doesn't seem strong.
I don't think she's strong. No.
Oh.
Well, then it's more like
Useless.
protection because she's a weak girl. Little
It's
girls
like
must be
paternal,
protected.
paternal instinct.
I mean, Hakku just says Hakku knows what it means to protect small village.
Thank you.
Okay, Autobots roll out. Let's long rest.
Let's roll out.
As
Okay.
you're walking out, then me and Saru are like, oh, how'd you go? You're right?
How'd it go with the mayor?
Hakku thumbs up and grins broadly.
Yeah, thumbs up, Hakku. You just gotta wait with words. I don't know.
True.
I could learn from Hakku.
His
Right,
muscles
yes.
just like do half the talking, I guess. I don't know.
I really
They
think
give his
Hakku
words
is secretly
gravity.
bard.
To long rest.
He's secretly a
Huh?
bard.
Do we go back to the trucks to long rest?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it.
Alright.
Okay. I got to go now. What to?
There we go.
Yeah.
We killed the thing, we saved a girl, we
Hell yeah.
didn't save
Advanced
one
plots.
Advance the plot.
True.
Will stole my quest reward.
girl. No, you
That's
tried to
gonna
hijack my
down.
quest.
That was Michael. You didn't even know about it until I told you.
But he's the paladin. He's supposed to get the save the girl quests.
Like it's just like defaulted that I've got every save the girl quest accepted. It's like even if I don't know about the quest, I've got it in my log. And like,
Oh man, that teenage girl is probably fucking in love with you. She kept your secret when you were sneaking out. You saved
Oh,
her.
yes.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
I didn't get
That's-
anything. I wanted to keep the little goblin, the little kobold, and make him like a level 1 little dragon monk friend. I wanted
I
to teach
approve of
him.
that.
I
I
approve of
wanted
that.
to do that, but then he didn't want to.
Maybe we'll meet him.
Maybe we'll come
Maybe
back.
we'll meet him down the road, and suddenly he's just like geared out because he's like, ah, I became an adventurer too.
He's got like that one coin you gave him.
No, you come across him and he's digging tunnels for another person.
Don't say that.
I'm like, damn it! I'm going to teach you how to fight back. You're acting like a little bitch. You're a dragon.
I mean, that's basically what kobolds are.
Not a dragon.
Little bitches.
Little bitch dragon.
Little bitches.
Why didn't he
Yeah.
side with Hakku? Hakku, big strong man.
He's scared of you.
He's
dude.
probably more afraid than.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh, well.
I'm gonna get off now because I'm starving.
I'll like shoot like a sunbolt,
Alright,
and I'm
bye,
like, you want to learn how to
guys.
do that?
Goodbye.
That's sick, isn't it?
Kidding.
Bye. I only have one arm
Thanks for
right
the
now.
follows.
Where's my other arm? Bye. There it is. It's probably gonna freeze up there. Got my batteries charging.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna
Alright,
also.
I'm gonna go.
I will send you the details of the amulet here in a second.
Thank you.
It's a very nice amulet. The end.